Hey, Fathom Hodges, how you doing? Frank, good morning, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Hey, 3X Jones, how you doing this morning? Uh, hey, Corey, hope you're doing well. I'll tell you one thing, Corey. Kim was very happy to get the that box yesterday. Yeah. Hey, good morning.
How's it going, Roger?
No, not bad.
Oh, the humidity broke here. It's actually not bad.
Yeah, here too.
Nice, nice.
Are you going fishing, Corey Mano? Cool. Hey, Leonard, good morning.
Good morning, everybody in the chat. Hope everybody's having a happy 4th of July down in the States.
Yeah. With the guys in them, I'm just fixing something. Hey, how's it doing there, Paul? Good morning.
Good morning, Roger. I just wanted to pop in and say hello. I'm going to go down and catch a ship that's downbound.
Okay, no problem.
Mia has been bugging me to go. Right, Boo?
Yeah, okay, no problem, Paul.
Yeah, it should be here shortly. We're going to go down and it's, how far away is it? It's only about 2,000, about a half a mile out.
Okay. Hey, Jackson RC, good morning, good morning. Hey, Tim, how you doing this morning? Tim Jackson, good morning.
So, Rick, how are you doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
I don't think it's been awake too long.
You're still down at the southern residence?
Yeah, in the dirty South still.
So,
Well, you know what I don't envy you is the long drive back up.
You know, actually, I'm so addicted to driving that it doesn't even bother me.
Oh, really? Well, you know, I used to be that way. I didn't mind driving all over God's creation, but
Yeah.
now it's like I look at even going 2 miles to the store. It's like, oh my God, I got to drive to the store. You know?
Tim Jackson's in the house, JSK Enterprises, Jackson RC Aviations. I'd like to say happy 4th of July to all our American friends. If you party, don't party too hard.
And if you do party too hard, get somebody else to drive you home.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. I'm just checking my
Oh, Tim Jackson, did you get your computer fixed up? You were supposed to get your computer worked on this weekend? Okay,
you
Paul.
want me to leave it on, or do you
Oh
want
yeah,
me?
leave it on.
Okay.
Leave it on. And we'll take care of your house.
Keep an eye on it.
I'll see if I make sure I sent out. There we go. Yeah, so yep, it's all done. Eric took all day and it did an awesome job. Looks like a cockpit. That's cool there, Tim.
I'll be back.
Very happy for you, Tim, that you got everything worked out. Did you get your antenna for it and all that to put the Wi-Fi more strong? Yeah, the humidity broke last night around, I think around 10 o'clock. We were really nice outdoors, nice and cool. But it's coming back though. These farmers are going crazy this morning, man. Since 5:30 this morning, these tractors have been rolling up and down my street.
Just full blast trying to get it in before the heat, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's like you say, they don't work all summer, so all winter, so they, like this guy in front of me, is second haying already, so.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
a pretty.
JDS. Hey, Paul.
Hey, good morning, guys. Boy, as I lazy this morning, I just got up.
Yeah. Found out I have a faulty router. Oh, okay, Tim.
Oh, well,
Rotor, okay. Is it nice and cool down there? Nice and cool down there, Paul?
no, well, no, we slept downstairs last night because it was so hot upstairs, eh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Morning.
Hey, Ron.
So when you're heading back up to your property there,
Well, the boy comes home from his week at the other cottage with his friend this morning.
okay,
So until that happens, I really can't make any decisions because I don't know if he wants to come or what the real deal is, but it should be today or tomorrow, I would hope.
yeah,
I didn't want to drive up in the heat. It's hard in that truck.
okay. So are you going to buy yourself an air conditioner to go bring back down there?
I'd like to buy a used one just to save some money, but yeah, I'm gonna have to get something. It's just too hot.
Yeah,
The last day I was there, I cut 2 trees down. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and after the 2 trees, I had to go lay down. I was so exhausted from the heat, and that's
I
not
can imagine. So, Ron, how you doing this morning?
Oh, pretty good. Gonna go do some things later today, but not right now.
Any celebrations and
I think we're just gonna take the boat out. They, canceled all the fireworks around here, so
yeah,
I might take the boat out today.
yeah, well, they did the same thing here. They canceled all the fireworks for Canada Day and all that. So
Gee, I hope Paul makes it. Good. That ship's coming already. He's cutting it close.
Yeah. JDS Carpenter Rick, at least I have the car that has air conditioning.
Yeah, my truck's got good air conditioning too, but it's got 390,000 K on it, so I don't want to burn the oil right out of her in the heat.
Yeah.
The last time I drove it in the heat, it used a half a liter oil. And when I drive
Oh.
it and it's not heat, it doesn't use anything. Although 700 kilometers, half a liter oil is not a big deal, but
So,
I got a Chevy Aveo JDS. I'll sell you. It's like a 2011, 100,000 K. You can have 2 Aveo junk boxes.
so Ron, did you get a chance to go flying or anything yesterday?
Not yesterday, but I'm planning on it today. I think, like I said, I'm gonna go out on the boat. I might take it out on pick the Mavic Air 2 out on the boat. And there's gonna be a lot of boat traffic out there, so
Oh yeah.
might make for some nice shots.
For sure.
Yeah, I gotta run to Canadian Tire this morning. Well, I want to take my boat out and try it, make sure it's working. And I looked at the flares and they're expired. So
Oh,
$50 for a set of flares.
uh-huh. Yeah, do they do inspections on the boat on a
Yeah,
regular basis?
Yeah, they do around here.
Here's the only time they inspect the boat down here is when there's an accident.
We'll get the rangers to come around to the docks. We see them coming, so that's when you look down. Okay, my fire extinguisher is good. Got my horn. The horn works. Yeah. Yeah. You see them coming. Hey, you mind if we, just give you a safety check? Yeah, sure, go right ahead.
Oh, they do. That's good. That's good. Though.
Yeah, and they do it. I mean, honestly, if I knew something was wrong, or if you really probably had something in your boat you shouldn't have, and you see them coming, you just pull out and go out to the lake. I mean, it's not like you can't see them coming and get away from them. I think they just do it as a courtesy. I don't even think they'd give you a violation if they found something. They would just probably tell you, hey, your fire extinguisher's low. You might want to replace it or something like that.
They watched with binoculars on the shore from Manitoulin Island, and they nail people drinking without a bathroom on board and all kinds of stuff every day.
You can't drink without a bathroom on board?
Nope.
Really? Okay. Wow. I never knew that was a rule anywhere. I mean, I've got like one of those. Yeah, I got one of them little, toilets about like that big or something that goes into the, the little head.
Yep.
But
That'll cut it. That'll do.
I didn't know you needed one though. Half the time, I just go off the edge of the boat anyway.
Me too.
Blind Neil, good morning. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, I've been down to Port Stanley there.
Grab some more coffee. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been down to Port Stanley there, and before you even put the boat in the water, they're standing there and they're checking boats before they even go in the water.
Yep, I've seen them checking coolers, boats, everything right away.
Yeah.
Down at Port Rowan too.
Well, I wonder if Paul's going to be flying that ship that's coming in.
Oh yeah, he'll make it. It's not quite under the bridge yet, so.
Looks misty over there this morning. I don't have that page up yet. Looks misty over there where he is.
The nose of the boat just going under the bridge right now, so he'll be in the air. Paul's only 5 minutes away, so.
Yeah, he's about 8 blocks away or something like that.
Yeah. A little bit of a breeze there. See the stuff moving around a bit this morning. But it's nothing bad though. I think they're calling 6 or 8 mile an hour or something.
Yeah, it's a little foggy there. Well, misty. Humidity must be going up over there. I hope most of you guys in the chat can be able to go out and fly this morning. I know here after I get off the live stream, I gotta go and bring my son to the camping ground because his other car is there. He got his other car fixed, by the way.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. It was a sensor for the gas. that was defective.
Yeah.
Cost him $55 to get it repaired.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, with all this stuff now, it's not simple fix anymore. You know, sensors here, sensors there.
Yeah, well, see, he had that same problem 2 years ago. There's 2 sensors on the Journey. They changed one sensor, and it fixed the problem. Now it's the second one they changed in the back. And he's got bad bearings in the back there. He's got to get fixed.
Yeah, I just replaced a wheel bearing on my wife's Dodge Journey there. Eh?
Ever since he's got that Journey, did a lot of repairs on it.
What year is it? You know?
God, no, I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, ours is a 2009.
I think that's about his 2010, 2009. I think it's that because he bought it 3 years ago.
Yeah.
He's doing it, and he's doing his last payment on it tomorrow, next month.
Yeah, you're gonna pay for it one way or the other. If it ain't through car payments, it's through repair payments.
Yeah.
Pay me now or pay me later.
Yeah, I resemble that every day. I hate working on stuff, but I'm always doing it.
Yeah.
I just don't like car payments. Being a carpenter, we're off in the winters too often. It's hard to make a $500 a month payment if you're not sure what's going on.
Ron, do you see where Paul's always flying?
Yeah.
Oh.
You got the link for it? You got the link for it?
Yeah, that Stream Time Live or something.
Yeah.
Or
Yep,
what is it? Yeah.
Yeah, he should be flying around. I haven't seen
Sometimes
him
you
yet.
see his drone around the boat.
Yeah, I've seen his drone. Yep. Not this one yet, but I've seen his drone before.
It depends which ones he's flying to sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of people around the river this morning already.
Yeah.
Hey, Sky Pilot, long time no see. How you been doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, it's been a while, Sky Pilot.
That ship's already past him now, right? He's already would have
Well,
already.
he'll be flying about the right side of it right now, and
Right
he'll
now?
be swinging around towards the back
Hmm.
anytime.
Not much time to stream these days. Yeah, a lot of work. Well, if you're working, that's good. At least you got money coming in, my friend.
You know, the funny thing is, with Paul down there, he can just, quick run down there, grab a ship, come right back home again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice
bet
when you fly close.
Yeah, it's funny, like especially when he gets these ones downbound.
Yeah.
I live right along the coast of Lake Erie down here. I'll see that ship in about 6 hours come by me.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, and they go by me about 5 hours before they go by him.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Hey, Ed, love my drones. How you doing? Good morning, good morning. Happy 4th of July to you, Ed.
Yeah.
And to all of our American friends.
Yeah, I bought all these fireworks back here. I probably won't even let them off. I probably just let off maybe a handful of them. I bought too many.
Yeah.
They'll be sitting there probably for months. I'll have them for New Year's. I do that all the time. I rarely buy them. When I do, I have them forever. I never.
Yeah, Paul should be done flying right about now, but I've never seen his drone.
I know my Roxy was freaking out early this morning there because my next door neighbor was shooting his rifle off already.
Celebratory gunfire.
No, he shoots groundhogs. and
Oh, okay.
Whatever's on his property, he doesn't want.
Yeah.
Anything that eats the grain or the fields.
That's great.
Hey, Roland, how you doing? Good morning, Roland. Nice to see you. And everybody, please don't forget to hit that like button and check everybody's channel out.
So is there any more leaked information on this new DJI drone? It's coming in the fall?
Well, they were talking it was just a fake thing, but
Yeah, it's something like that. I heard that it was, yeah, it wasn't true. But I ever thought it was a Mavic 3 or something, or a new
It seems
Phantom.
to be that way 6 months before they release anything. It starts as a rumor.
Right.
Boom.
And they leak that stuff on purpose. You know they do. That's just free marketing is all that is.
That's right. And it stirs everybody up, right?
And yesterday they put something on here.
wasn't that droning on? Said they're gonna have the Mavic 3, the Phantom 4, and the Inspire all into one.
Mm. And yesterday on here, on the phone there, they had something about that DJI was coming out with a FPV drone.
Yeah, I heard something about that. There's been talk of that though for about 6 months as well.
Well, they come out with all the other stuff, the air unit and all that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they didn't.
I
come
think
out with
whatever they
one.
come out with next is they're going to be out of the consumer range. I think they're going to do the kind of like what Parrot just did. I mean, they just dropped that Mavic Air 2. I mean, that's got to be one of the best consumer drones you could possibly buy for what you get. So I think whatever comes next is going to be,
Real
Yeah.
high.
yeah, like emergency services, like Parrot just dropped for $7,000. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll run down, pick that one up.
Oh, Gary, did you get your get a new Mac the other day?
Hey, Gary. Hope you're doing good there, Gary. I sent you a link, Gary, in case you wanted to come in this morning.
You said he was gonna spend about $3,000 the other day, so he's gonna buy new tires and a new MacBook or something.
Oh, yeah. It's on order. Oh, cool. So you plan on going any flying in your area there, Carpenter?
Yeah, I hope to fly like as soon as we're off today. I'm gonna go fly. I got it all right here, loaded right up, fully charged, ready to rock. Hoping the heat's not so bad today, so I get more than one battery. Lately, I just been doing 40 or 50% of a battery and hiding back inside. So
Yeah. How many batteries you got? 3?
Yeah.
Did you mark them off like 1, 2, 3? So.
Rich already had all that done. already-
Good.
Yeah, everything totally labeled, so
Yeah.
no
I
sense. for me.
labeled mine, so I won't screw up.
Yeah,
What I've been finding is if you use a cell phone, while you're flying, it seems that's what has the problem in the heat, not so much the drone and the batteries. The cell phone will get overheated and shut off.
my Samsung doesn't have any problem with the heat.
See, I had a Samsung 9, and I've never had that problem, but I have an LG now or something I just bought, and yeah, it was just like phone's overheating, can't record. But granted it was hot. I threw the thing in the freaking ice tray because it was burning up.
I had a couple of weeks ago, my iPad shut down.
That's good that they'll shut down rather than burn up. So
Yeah.
rather that.
AZ Drone Dude, happy 4th of July to you too, my friend. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, our humidity broke last night, so it's a lot less hotter. We got up to almost 98 yesterday
Whew.
with the humidity and all that.
I think it's supposed to be like 85 or 87 here, but that's supposed to be the coolest day for the next week. I think we're going to be well into 90s.
Yeah, us
All
two are
week.
going to a heat wave next week. There, we're going to be in the hundreds.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's like they say 84, 85, but with the humidity and
Oh,
and
yeah.
all that, it goes up to 100 and something.
It was
Yeah.
like 108 or something here. That's supposed to felt like yesterday.
Yeah.
Like my air conditioner downstairs there in the window, man, it cools that bottom of the house down. But the minute you walk out the door, it's like hitting a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was supposed to get my air conditioner since last Thursday and I didn't get it yet.
Huh.
Per later, oh, sorry, we can't deliver on Thursday, we'll deliver it Friday. Now, didn't come in yesterday. So now per later says, oh, you might get it Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. What the hell?
As I said, you get it for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
I'm still waiting for that electronic board to open. I ordered. It got
Yeah.
here all right from China, but it's sitting in London, 14 kilometers away.
Yeah. Yeah, Tim. Yeah, Tim, I sent you a link this morning. I don't know if you got it or not. It's his router that's buggered up on him. He thought it was the antenna for the high Wi-Fi, but it's the router. Oh. Yeah, he must be well set up. He's got, I think, 2 screens now, 3 screens, 2 or 3. Got a new computer built.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Peter Carl, how you doing? Happy 4th of July. Oh, okay there, Tim. I understand what you mean. Happy 4th to you there, Peter Carl. Yeah.
I should mention it, and it'll happen is Paul should be back shortly. As far as you're not back yet.
Is there another boat coming in?
I don't know if there is or not. Well, we'll take a look. I think he just said he wanted to catch a ship, but didn't say
I
that.
probably stopped at these little Tim Hortons.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you gonna come back with his donuts or his snack cakes.
Yeah, yeah.
There's nothing else close by.
3 screens, Nano Yeti mic, webcam, and a computer kicks butt when I have a good internet. Yeah, he went all full out there, Tim. He did, yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing else coming for a while.
Oh, true, Peter. You're in Australia. Yeah. Oh, cool there, Blaine Neal.
Oh, yeah, he's getting that new camera coming there, Blaine Neal.
Yeah. So I'm gonna see when I bring my son to the camping ground, I'm gonna probably bring the Mavic with me, and there's a big truck stop down there. So I'm gonna probably film the truck stop.
Oh, that'd be good to have something different.
It's nice to be able to fly new areas too, right?
Oh, it's like me, I go down to Port Stanley 3 times a week, but I don't always take the drone because I filmed it so many times that
I pretty much always have one of them with me, but it's not that I always fly them.
Yeah, I went down to Virginia Beach last weekend thinking I'd like to take the Mavic Air 2, get some nice shots of the beach, the hotels and all that. You get down there, total military airspace. That thing wouldn't even take off if I tried. The whole damn area. It's just disappointing. Really wanted to fly down here. Nope.
well, that last float down they had there at Port Huron, I decided, well, Paul was on the American side and I was on the Canadian side. I took the drone and thought, oh, I'll fly here. I get down there and they were standing shoulder to shoulder along the thing. There's no place to fly.
Hmm.
It was just
Yeah.
packed solid. Hi there, JDS. Catch you guys later. Thought you had to work today.
Cheers, JDS.
Hi,
Well,
everybody.
you're on the other side of Lake Erie to me, right?
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
on-
yeah.
you're in the
Yeah,
Canada side?
If you go across Lake Erie, there where you're at, Cleveland.
I am east of Cleveland, about 30 miles. So yeah.
I'm at Port Stanley, but I'm north of Port Stanley, about 6 miles, I guess.
Hmm.
St. Thomas is where I'm from.
Hmm.
Just south of London, between London and Port Stanley. But to get to where Paul is, it's only about an hour drive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was funny at the float down. I could wave at him across the thing there. We were waving at each other, but I couldn't get my drone up. It was so crowded.
Yeah, I know. I want to do some flying today, and I have a feeling it's going to have to be off the boat because where
Oh,
I
yeah.
go down to that park and the strip where everybody is, you just gonna be too many people. You're not going to be able to do it safely or be left alone. You know.
Well, you go right out on the lake, or
Yeah, that's usually most of my flying is out over the lake, just
Yep.
shooting some boats and stuff like that.
that's supposed to be too windy today, so should be all right.
Hmm.
The only problem with where I launch my boat, you got to go almost a mile to get to reach the lake. And it's a no wake zone too, right?
Oh yeah,
So you got to puddle along, right?
yeah. There's actually a lot of ports around me that you've got to go up the river a ways to get to the lake.
Yeah.
I actually the where the marina I'm in it's just right behind the break wall of the lake, but
Well, we got
the
Yeah,
border
it's
me are along. You got to take a little trek just to get to the lake.
well, they just built it about a year ago, but there's a boat ramp right by the break wall the government put in. They're advertising as a free boat ramp. You can go out there and use it, all that, but it costs you $20 to park. But the problem I don't like about that, you're on your own. When you launch, you have a problem, you're on your own, right? With the marina, there's somebody always right there, a
Yep.
mechanic, or they'll be
Yeah,
there to help you.
Yeah, a lot of little help around the marina. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I've been into this one marina I go to all the time, and they're in there helping you put the boat in the water.
Yeah, it'll help you. Hey,
Yep.
we can radio in and say, hey, I'm alone and in my boat. Can you kind of come help me tie it down or whatever? Or
Yep.
battery's dead. They'll come out with a little jump starter and jump
Yep.
start. It's a nice marina. I like it. But like anything else, break out another 1,000 because it's $1,400 just for 6 months there.
Yeah.
We
I
only
was
get about
wondering
6
what
months.
happened to Roger. This could
Yeah,
mess
did we
things
lose
up.
him or?
Yeah, his computer rebooted for some reason.
Oh wow.
Well, I probably did an automatic update, I bet you,
Yeah,
and did
probably.
an automatic reboot. Well, hopefully he can come right back to this stream. Because he was the host, so I don't know.
It would have transferred probably to Paul right away, I would guess.
It did, and it's still on YouTube. So
Yeah.
that's the funny part. If his computer shut down, the stream still kicking.
May have to send Roger the link there, Paul.
Yeah. Here's the link to your own stream.
Stream.
It's funny. They just opened.
I think what I'll do is I'll call him, see what's up.
Because Kim on there just said there that his computer rebooted for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody check and see who's the host. I don't think I
You
got,
are. It
You
said
are.
you were the host. Yeah.
really?
It just immediately said Paul Murray's the host.
Because when I click on it, I don't see me being the host, but that's okay. I'll take you guys' word for it.
That's what I just checked. It says.
Oh, yeah, I guess I am because I can stop the live stream. Okay.
Anyways,
it's
good
funny how you
morning,
were saying
Kim.
about it's funny how you're saying about the parking was $20, but the boat launch is free. They opened up the boat launches on Manitoulin, but there's no parking. So
Yeah.
how is that supposed to work? Like,
Yeah. What do you know? Not
Well-
only you need to park a car, you got to park the trailer too. So
Well,
Yeah.
it's just $10 for the car and $10 for the trailer.
yeah, I'm close enough. I can just dump it off, tie it to the dock, drive 2 kilometers home, and then walk back over.
Well, well, if you ever been to Port Stanley, it's a channel that goes down through. On one side, they put the boat ramp and all that stuff in the parking. On the other side is what they call the coal docks. So they have 2 people. One backs the boat in. He gets in the boat. Guy drives around, parks over in the coal dock for free. The guy with the boat goes over, picks him up, and away they go.
All right. High mobile data usage. What's going on? Morning, Kim. How's it going, brother?
He must be talking to Roger right now.
yeah.
Nikos, how's it going?
And the worst thing today, I got to go get those flares from a boat. And cause I haven't used my boat for a couple of years, but there's no fuel in. I drained it right out, cleaned the tank out. Now I got to fill it up. It's going to cost me $100 just for fuel.
Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah. Boat fuel.
And I have to put
You got a 50-gallon tank, man. That thing cost me $200 to fill up.
mine.
$4 a gallon.
Yeah, mine's about
They get you.
$23 or something, or 23 gallons.
Yeah. And it's only a 21-foot bow rider, man. It's not even that big. This thing holds 50 gallons, $200. Fill it up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh,
Well,
that's,
mine
where
does-
that's the most expensive thing. It isn't even the maintenance on the damn boat. When something goes wrong, I can change a fuel pump or a hydraulic steering pump or whatever. $100 there. Jeez, you boat too much. Yeah, they only get like 3 miles a gallon if you're lucky.
it sounds
Less
like
than
yours
that
is
in rough water.
yeah, sounds like yours is an inboard, is it?
It's an inboard. Yeah,
Yep.
it's an inboard motor. It's a Sea Ray, 210.
Hey, welcome back, Roger.
Hi, my computer just shut down completely by itself.
Probably an update on Microsoft or something.
I don't know, but it usually doesn't shut down a computer when you're doing that. When
Well,
it
it did an automatic reboot.
gets,
Oh, you're muted. I thought you looked like you were trying to talk. There.
Okay, well, thank you guys for welcoming me back.
Yeah, we thought we might have had to send you the link to your own stream.
He did, Paul did. That was weird, though. That's the first time that happens. Usually
Well,
it
yeah,
happens.
Well, it's funny because you disappeared so quick.
Yeah,
No
you dropped and it
goodbyes or-
said Paul Murray's now the host. There you go. Okay.
Oh, Mr. Gary.
I gotta bring up the chat there, so it won't be long. Okay. Why isn't that? There we go.
Good morning, Kim. And good morning, Gary.
Good morning. How are
Morning,
you?
Gary.
Another
Larry,
day
how
in
you
paradise
doing?
here. How about you?
Oh, well, it's 27 degrees already.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, she's warm.
Oh,
Well, when they did the weather map for Southeast Michigan, everybody else was in the 80s, high 80s. And I was down in Port Huron, we're 69 because the wind's off the lake.
Nice. Nice.
Right now, right here at 9:30, it's 72 degrees.
Oh, you're not bad. I'm 77 here. It feels like 86 here right now.
Okay, I'm popping up the chat now.
Yeah, I just popped out.
My weather app says possible danger of dehydration and heat stroke while doing strenuous activities. Like, okay.
Well, that's easy enough. Don't do that.
Exactly. It's hot, dumbass. Don't do that.
I'll be in the pool in about an hour. I can't.
Oh, will ya? Well, what temperature has your pool gotten to, Gary? It's being so hot lately.
Oh, it's crazy. It's like 80 degrees in the pool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Ours is warmed up too.
It's like a hot tub.
Yeah,
Well, the
almost. I
hot tub's
mean,
103.
I
Being a
got
lot
mine
of-
set at about 95 right now. And I tell you what, I got in the pool yesterday and the floor of the pool was warm from the sun. I didn't even have the cover on. The floor of the pool was warm from the sun
yeah.
coming straight down on it yesterday.
But you know what? You get in the hot tub at 103 degrees, you get out and you get a chill.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not bad. Or you get out and you jump in the
Jump in the pool and then that 80-degree water feels cold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what I didn't like about my jacuzzi, well, besides it was running 220,
50
was the
amps,
fact
220
that you had to
dedicated.
check the chemicals all the time. You
Oh,
gotta-
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because you're cooking, so it's like every day you got to chemical test it.
Yeah.
I use chlorine granules in mine and never do anything else. That's all I've ever put in it. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't do that pH up, pH down crap. I just, if it starts smelling bad, I throw chlorine in it, let it filter for a day, clean the filter off, put it back in. It's fine. Yeah, I don't have time to do all that water balancing crap.
Yeah. No,
Same with the
I
pool.
find it-
I'm just shocking the hell out of it, and if it turns green, I'm gonna put 7 bags of shock in it.
Yeah.
In 2 days, it'll be clear.
Well, I kind of keep an eye on the chlorine, put chlorine in it every Sunday.
Mhm.
You know,
Not bad.
put 8 of those pucks in and they last a week.
Yeah, I even got the floater with 4 or 5 of the pucks in, and
Yeah.
shocked the hell out of it on Sunday.
Close
Good
with
morning,
it.
Gary. Good morning, Gary.
Hey, good morning, Roger.
Roger just came back to his own live stream, Gary.
There you go. Yeah, it's nice to have Roger as a guest on his own live.
The machine world booted him off.
He got booted from his own Zoom meeting.
Really? Holy cow.
Well, my computer completely shut down,
That's crazy.
then rebooted. So I don't know what the hell happened.
You got to stop talking nasty about the machine world.
I think that's part of the problem I had with my computer is that it was just overheating. Apparently, these Macs, if they get too hot, they throttle back the processor speed. Now, I haven't been able to render video in about 3 days.
Yeah, well, means because when it gets hot, if the fan goes off, like man, it sounds like a turbo engine going off when in the computer.
Yeah.
It's been doing that a lot lately because of the heat wave we're getting.
I had a flight the other day. I did a sunset and came in and the battery just went poof. But there you can see the battery is
It just caught on fire?
split it in half.
Wow.
It swelled up so much that it broke the glue joint between the 2 sides and
What
it
drone is that?
won't go back together. Mavic Air.
It's a Mavic Air?
Wow, I had a spark battery swell, but not that bad. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I've got another one that's swelling a little bit, so I'm going to buy 2 new ones.
I got a question for Paul. He might know. Paul,
Yeah,
why are my batteries cracking right there?
Oh,
Every
that-
one of my Phantom 4 batteries.
I can't see the crack. Where?
It's a typical thing with Phantom batteries.
See the
I've
crack?
heard that Phantom
right
4
there.
batteries always crack right there.
It's the plastic they use. Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
plastic is giving, it isn't, over a period of time, it doesn't flex like it's supposed to because
There's another
you're
one.
grabbing it there, pulling it out, and sometimes
Right.
you grab and
Yeah,
I'm just worried it's gonna affect the grip of the, I'm take off one day and the battery's going to fly out and the drone's going to come down like a brick, you know. But if it's just a crack, like it's not swollen or anything, you know, it's,
Yeah.
it's still a good battery.
I don't think
it's
the
just-
crack goes all the way either. I think it
and
only goes part way.
here's the kicker. This is an aftermarket battery.
Oh.
It's cracked.
Yep. Yeah, because it's that plate that they're all buying, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a power egg or
It's
what?
a power extra. Yeah, power extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like 80 bucks. These are like 150. So,
Yeah, they're a good aftermarket battery. I had a couple.
yeah, and I've had no problem with it, but it blew my mind when the aftermarket battery cracks there too.
Well, and you know, I think because of all the, well, not all the, but the few little sparse discussions on YouTube about how the Mavic Air 2 batteries
Mhm.
were starting to
I've seen that.
have a problem.
Bill,
I think now
Post-
everybody's looking at all their batteries.
Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You said you're paying what, about 150 for a Phantom battery?
Yeah, if you buy the OEM battery from them, it's on their site, it's like 150 bucks, isn't it?
It's 229 here in Canada.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah. Them I got them power extra battery. I got both of them for like $89 or something. American.
Yeah.
And they work just as fine. I even tested it. I had the drone just sit there and hover in case it would fail because, you know, I hate aftermarket stuff myself, but $200 to $100, maybe I'll listen. But I let that thing hover. It hovered for about 20 minutes before it just landed itself. And, you know, so I did a pretty good test on it. They seem to work, other than blew me away when they're cracking too. I'm like, what the hell am I doing wrong?
I don't know if I told you, Paul, but in Toronto, where DJI dealer that I deal with, they
Uh-huh.
got the Inspire batteries now in stock, eh?
Yeah, what kind
Yeah.
of money?
$269.
Ah. That's pretty fair price Canadian, because when I was buying them way back when I first got my first Inspire, you know, I was paying 180 bucks a battery, you know?
Yep. Actually, I thought it'd be more than that. Guys, I've seen them, people trying to sell them for like 600 bucks or something down.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I have a feeling those Phantom 4 batteries are going to start going up in price because there's going to be less and less of them because they're going to stop making them here eventually, you think. Either that
Well-
or Power Extra is going to make some money.
Well, they're still got, you know, the Phantom there, they, you know, reintroduced it again. So,
Yeah,
and then they're running that RTK. So I don't think you can.
yeah, you're right. That RTK has been, people use that definitely. So
Paul,
it'll
are
probably
you
still
still
be
waiting?
around, but
Are you still waiting for parts, Paul?
Yeah. Well, the Phantom's flying. It works okay. But what happens when the camera's perfectly flat? It goes doot, 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 doot. But if I take it down 1 or 2 degrees, it works perfect.
Okay,
But-
so you can't have it level. You got to have it cocked down a little bit.
Just a bit. But when I do my real estate videos, most of the time the camera's pointing down
Yeah,
anyways.
exactly.
So, but I'm still waiting for the board. Yeah, it's sitting in London here about, 14 kilometers away. It's been there for about 3 or 4 days now.
Who's got it, FedEx or UPS?
Canada Post.
Oh,
Oh, that answers everything.
yeah. I talked to the FedEx or the UPS guy here, and he was dropping something off, and I said, like it's Friday. I said, it said it was going to ship Tuesday. I'd have it Tuesday. And he goes, yeah, that's because it sat in our yard. He said they had 7 trailers
Yeah.
lined up that they hadn't unpacked. So they just take a trailer at a time, put them on the trucks for local delivery, right? But they were so far behind that, it was taking 3 or 4 days once it got to town before they put it on the truck.
Well, Mike kept saying it's all delivery expected today, and still hasn't delivered it.
Yeah, that's because it's on a truck in London and they haven't put it in the post office yet.
Yeah. There's a distribution warehouse there.
Yeah.
You see, and it's got to come to St. Thomas's distribution too yet. So,
Well, I drove by in town and there was only 4 trailers from UPS in the parking lot, just sitting there. They park them back to back so you can't get in them.
Yeah.
wow, it's a good idea.
Yeah, but they had all kinds of them there a couple weeks ago. So they're down to 4 days behind, I guess.
So they park them back to back so nobody can get into them, but 90% of the trailers have a fiberglass top on them. You can just smash them.
Yeah,
Yeah, so right now it says item in transit, date pending. But the other day it was supposed to be thing, but yep, still says in transit, expected delivery, date pending now. If
That's what my Spark battery has been saying for 4 weeks. Delivery pending.
but it says here July 1st, item processed in London, Ontario. It arrived in London on June 30th.
Yeah.
But it says it's been processed. So that means it's in the system. It's been scanned,
Yeah,
but it's not
Does it
out.
look like you're still heading down on the Friday, Paul?
Yep,
Budget?
yep.
Yeah.
I'm leaving here late Friday because I'll have signs on Friday.
I'm gonna email you my cell phone number so that way, just in case anything happens, because I'll be I'll already be that way, but
Yeah,
if we're going the same direction anyway, I'll be already at Rogers Friday morning, but just in case.
yeah.
are you gonna go Friday morning?
Yeah, I was thinking that, Gary. I didn't insure the bike this year, so I was just gonna take the truck.
Yeah, yeah. I'm having second thoughts about taking the bike, but
Well, I figure if I leave here Friday, 6 or 7 o'clock at night, I'll miss a lot of that Toronto traffic. And
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
know.
leave Friday morning at like 1 a.m. and then try and get to Rogers right about the time he starts the stream Friday morning.
yeah, I'll get part way down there. I'll probably pull over someplace, truck stop, or have a little power nap, and then continue the rest of the way. And be there for Saturday morning.
Nice.
well, if you need a co-pilot, let me know.
well, let's put it this way, just let me know ahead of time and when you guys are leaving and July 4th. Now
Hey,
it's 4th of July or 7th. It'll be on a
that's
7th.
what I need.
They don't work on the.
I mean, it's like, I've never gotten that before where it tells me you can get a refund. What the hell?
How many BTU is that, Paul?
15,000,
10,000, isn't it?
10,000. That one. Okay.
Well, that'll cool that place down.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's 120 volt. You just plug into the wall.
Yep.
Mm.
That was strange. You went on screen share and my Zoom went to full screen.
Wow. Yeah, that we ordered that for Roger like 3 weeks ago in Canada. And Lynn and I were out at the Sam's Club locally. You know, in Canada, they're like $700 or something. I went out to Sam's Club, the exact same one. They're sitting there, a pallet of them for sale. We could have picked it up
No
for
way.
$375.
I've been looking at them for the cottage, right? To run off the generator because it's ridiculously hot. But that's a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, you can get a 5,000 down here, not a portable one, but a window one for 149, I think it is.
Well, the problem is finding one.
Yeah.
You know, when you go online, especially Amazon Canada, oh yeah, you can get this by August the 10th. You can get this one by July the 31st, or you can get, you know,
When summer's over.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I called up Purelator. That's the one that's supposedly delivering it. And raised hell yesterday. Told him my uncle needs that air conditioner right now. He's got a medical condition, and I'm going to blame you people.
And what did they say? Get in line and wait.
Yeah.
No, he took a big long report and said he was going to forward this report to the station manager.
Nice.
So
So they're gonna spit on the package and everything before Roger gets it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Pass the buck to the next guy, and yeah.
Well, at least they took a report.
Yeah. Here they don't work on weekends, so I know we're not gonna get it today.
I thought you already left, JDS.
Purelator doesn't deliver on the weekends?
No,
Not here.
no, not here.
My out sucks anyway.
Well, hopefully you get it before too long.
Uh,
What am I saying? Hopefully you get it before Roger Palooza, so we're not hot.
And
I'm just checking closely the weather for the weekend there of the 18th there, but I can't get to the 18th right away, so,
No, they only go 14 days, eh?
yeah.
I just can't wait till you get the swimming pool installed.
Oh, that bus, you know, they're coming out. Is it this week or next to build the stage?
Yeah, well, I tried to dig a second pond so I could have a nice swimming area, but apparently these Blandings turtles that are protected are gonna hinder that for the next little while here.
Oh,
Come on, Bear Bear.
Oh, look who's there. Lynn. Good morning, Lynn.
Morning, Lynn.
Lenny,
morning, man.
Lenny.
This here is gonna be our weather for the week. Starting on the 8th, on Wednesday, I should say. So,
Ooh, what
13th.
look like it's showing rain for that Saturday, Sunday,
Oh,
Monday,
geez.
Yeah,
for the
that's
weekend
for,
before.
that's for the 12th and 13th.
Yep.
That's starting Wednesday. Let's see what they got. Monday, 78, 84. This one's gonna start getting really nasty. It's the humidity is gonna kill us. Well, not kill us, but
We got rain on the 17th, I think.
yeah, well, see, like here, sometimes it rains in Drummondville. That's about 20 minutes away from here, 25 minutes. And here it's bright and sunny. So, you know,
Well, it's like us here with the 401. They call it banana belt, right? One
yeah.
side will be a storm, the other side nothing. But I think the banana belt cuts through Woodstock and right over through Gary, I think, if I'm right.
Yeah, you guys get hammered with snow, but yet here in Kitchener, we get hardly any.
Yeah.
And you guys are what, 45 minutes away, an hour away?
We didn't have it bad this year for snow. I think I only used the snow blower about 4 times.
Yeah, we definitely don't get snow like we used to.
That's something I didn't break this year, touch wood.
I'm
I
gonna
just
open,
moved my snow blower yesterday.
Oh, I had a good one the other day. My wife has like a cart in the garden, right? And you know, it's a 4-wheeled thing with a little dumper on it, you know. And you just tow it around. And I said, yeah, it looks like the tires are low. Maybe I'll put some air in a tire, right? So it says on the tire and on the rim, it says 32 pounds max. I thought that sounds like a lot. So I started putting air in it. I got it up to 28 pounds, and I thought, well, maybe just a little more. I hit the gun one more time, and boom!
Yeah.
It split the rim, hit me in the thumb. My thumb all swelled up,
yeah,
and my wife comes out. And she says, "Are you all right?" I said, "I don't know. I don't, you know, there's blood everywhere." And we're standing there in the driveway, and then the tube exploded. It just kept getting bigger after I took the air off of it. But I ended up going to the hardware store. I scanned the yard. I took a magnet out, couldn't find the bolts or the nuts. They were all gone. And so I went to the hardware store. I got some 1-inch bolts and put the whole thing together. Didn't even put a tube in it. And the tires are hard enough that they stand on their own. So I filled the bucket with water and you could still cart the thing around the yard. So it really didn't need air in the tire.
Lynn, happy 4th of July to you too. JDS is finally leaving. Bye, JDS. After all that time.
Don't hold your breath.
He was the first in, so he's got to be the first out, right? How's things on the skunk front there in Port Huron?
Bill hasn't changed. The problem is, what's going on now is everybody's gone fireworks crazy. And so all night long, the big ones, boom, 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 from all over the neighborhood and all over the city. So they've kind of like disappeared.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
Maybe you should setting fireworks off in your backyard to get rid of them.
So anyway, I told the guy, the trapper, I said, you might as well take those traps and bring them back after the 4th of July. And he said, yeah, probably a good idea. And I keep checking my cameras, nothing.
I wish you were closer, Paul, because I would have brought every one of those traps I've got and sat in your backyard for the next week until I got the little buggers.
Yeah, I do too, but there's no crossing the border, my friend. No crossing the border.
Hey, 31st of August now.
Well, if there's still a problem when that happens, Paul, I'll bring the traps and sit there in the backyard and get them. I'd love to get those things. I hate those things. They're just like
the last time I did get anything was a possum.
Well, hey, they're just as good to get rid of.
Yep.
Here's something for you, Paul. I caught the other day. Whole family of them.
Oh,
really?
Look at them all. What, 4, 5?
Oh, it looked 5. It looks, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 5 too many.
Yeah, I thought of you when I seen them. I was like, I gotta figure that.
That was during the day.
It was kind of right after sunset. It was getting a little dark.
Okay.
One straggling behind.
Yeah.
They're cute little bastards, but man, I don't want nothing to do with them. That's for sure.
Where are you, Ron?
I am east of Cleveland, right along Lake Erie.
Oh, okay.
Ohio. Yeah.
You're just on the opposite side of the lake from me.
Oh yeah, yeah. I said when Paul films a ship downbound, I'll see it in about 5 hours, 6 hours. Come by my place.
Cool. I used to go down to Brecksville, Ohio.
Rexville.
Yeah, Lynn, our two dope there said the other day was August 31st. That's what I was going by.
Yeah.
Possibly up to a year, Lynn. Wow.
Mhm.
I wouldn't want to be in the tourism game right now.
Oh, crap, no.
Well,
Belly up.
we were sent a letter because the Carpenters Union is actually North America wide. Apparently, if I wanted to go to a hospital bill down in the States, I could go. I'm not going to, but it's apparently pretty restricted, and everybody that's going down to work on these hospitals has to do the 14-day quarantine and the whole deal. And apparently the union's going to pay for that part of it.
So down at Windsor, down there, the Leamington area, well, they got 191 immigrant workers down there now in quarantine.
Yeah. Mostly off one farm.
Yep.
Somebody made a mistake testing.
Yeah, if you've seen the way these farmers keep these immigrant workers, Roger, it's.
I know. I know.
It's
They do it here
wrong.
too,
That's
Quebec.
just wrong.
Oh yeah, for sure you have them there. Yeah. for
Well,
sure.
apparently there's a bunch of people that were here on a visitor's pass or whatever, even before the pandemic started. Never went home, so
Mm.
they didn't even know about them.
All those places are right around Phantom Hodges, Lynn. Every one of those places, they're all just north of them. Very close.
Well, they're to the west of me. Yep.
Well, I mean, like here they're crying because you got nobody to do the strawberry fields and all that. As well, you're giving $2,000 to the students stay at home, drink beer, smoke pot, and everything. Why don't you get them to go work their bloody fields for the $2,000 a month?
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Just saying. I totally agree, Roger.
it might break.
In this area here, we have the Mexican Mennonites. They do a lot of the farm work around here.
Yeah.
They all live here, in the Elmer area.
Hey, I'm going to share something that really kind of pisses me off a little bit.
I like when Paul gets pissed off. Let's do it.
Come on, crank it up.
Okay, can you see that?
Yeah,
See something?
That's a veteran cemetery where dads, uncles and her dad and everybody are buried in those little monuments thing.
Oh, yeah, yep.
And this is Ed Weishler. He's big into veterans. Received a call from a good friend that indicated the lights that they had paid for and installed were destroyed early this morning on July the 1st. The suspect has been arrested. I wouldn't be surprised to see felony charges being considered.
Good. There's him right.
Should be beaten.
Yep.
Sorry.
It just never, and the guy was from out of town, the Detroit area.
We got a Knoll Railway Bridge here. They're making a park out of. They had the same thing, artwork and a bunch of lights and everything. Yeah, somebody one night went in, destroyed everything.
Mhm.
And it was all money donated from, a state. Somebody around the area had a lot of money and stuff, but people just won't leave other people's stuff alone.
no,
Yeah, I can't even comment because I'm already pissed off about it all. It's just bullshit.
Lynn, did you read what Lynn said?
I seen that, yeah.
Had one of your Canadian Bell phone calls with AT&T yesterday. My upload is 0.2. My download is 0.3.
Crap, Lynn's just like mine.
That's a Canadian thing, Lynn. You must be on our side of the border, are you?
Just across the border, it's spreading.
That's freaking
Sorry.
dial-up speed.
How you doing, Steve? That's my high speed.
When's your high speed coming, Roger?
Well, they said within 5 to 8 months. So
Oh, geez.
yeah, but like my son said, I could probably get it in the winter because my son works for them sometimes to block traffic and all that, and they
Yeah.
do it during the winter also. So he says no problem. I'm gonna get it by the winter or during the winter.
Sounds like Canada Post is delivering your internet.
Yeah.
We're not happy till you're not happy. There we go.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
Oh, here, guys, I'm gonna show you what my speed is here this morning. Now, Kim's on the computer upstairs.
Anticipation.
Everybody put a
Anticipation.
seatbelt on. Oh, gee, we got good
What's up?
speed this morning.
Didn't rain lately, so that's why it's up there. When it rains, it goes down.
Because it grounds out the wires because they're all rotten.
Yeah, they're on the ground, in the ground too, yeah.
Yeah, put your seatbelt on. Here we go.
So whoever complains about the internet, I know Lynn's lower than mine right now. Sorry about that, Lynn. There
You're,
you go.
man, you're lucky to be able to even stream. That's just so wrong for 2020. Anywhere. I don't care where you are.
Yeah,
When the
In
surveyor
2020, whoever supplies that internet should be embarrassed.
Well,
It's
Ron, when the
unacceptable.
surveyor came by to decide how, if there was any interference for them to put up the new service, Roger talked to him and he told him what his internet speed was, and all the guy did was just laugh.
no,
It's just
And you're
as the
paying good
internet
money.
provider, you should be embarrassed. You shouldn't even offer internet. You just,
They shouldn't be
just pay.
charging them
We don't
money
even
for it.
have it. You can't
Yeah,
offer
and
something
what
and
he-
make somebody pay for that. You can't
That's
pay
right.
for it. That's BS.
And
Yeah,
I'm
and what he's paying for it, holy
I'm paying
mackerel,
$85 a month for, and it's
That's
supposed
$85 a
unacceptable.
month for
It's
that.
unacceptable.
to be 10 meg. It's supposed to be 10 meg.
Did they give you Vaseline with that, Roger?
No, K1.
Jeepers. $80 a
Kentucky
month?
jelly. Yeah.
85.
85 a month. But now the new cable company coming in, it's gonna be a lot cheaper. So I'm very happy about that.
How's the cell service up there? Like, you might be better off paying for a hotspot on your cell phone. to run
That's
your
what I do.
internet. Yeah,
That's what I do.
man, that's bull.
Oh, I just can't wait till I phone them up and take everything out. They're gonna probably say, why will you, well.
You gotta do a video. You gotta do a video of that, Roger. It'll be priceless.
8, 9 years now I've been after them to upgrade my high speed. Oh, we can't do that. It'll cost too much. All the wires are underground. Yeah.
$85 a month is a scam.
Hey, Nanya, how you doing?
That's what that is.
Your choice. You have take what you get or nothing at all.
Well, and the
happy
other
4th.
thing too is that in Canada, as I understand, isn't it, Roger? Isn't the Canadian government responsible for monitoring and making sure you get the service that you're?
Well,
Yeah.
the government gave Bell Canada a lot of money for all the rural areas to be upgraded and have high speed. And when I phoned them up, they says, well, you got high speed. I was like, shit, I do. He says, yeah, you do.
That's
You
your
know.
high speed. I want to know who's still on the dial-up low speed.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm still on a party line. What do you mean? I can't even get internet at all.
Click, 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 click. Get out the phone.
They still have party lines in Manitoulin?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wasn't it Newfoundland still got the dial-up?
As soon as I get home, Gary, I'll pick up
Dial.
the phone and we'll listen to the lady next door.
The last time I had a party line was in Alberta in 1988. They got rid of it in 88.
Oh, Rick, you don't even have a choice to get private rather than party line, do you?
Nope. There's only 600 people on my whole half of the island, right? They're not going to put in any services for us. They don't give a crap. They wouldn't even open the road for us, so they don't care. But my taxes went up to $1,200 a year. I almost puked. I got the bill yesterday.
Oh,
I got no fire, no garbage disposal, no nothing, just mail delivery. And I pay $1,200 a year for 5 acres.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're paying for the property, that's for sure.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's because of the 5 acres.
You must have your school taxes involved in that too.
Yeah, well, and plus I put the second cottage on there, Roger. So now it has 2 dwellings. So that's part of the reason why it went up.
Okay.
yeah, but you don't have any services.
They didn't care. They didn't care. It's another structure.
Yeah, but no garbage collection, but do they have a dump for you to go to?
There's a transfer station just in between me and Gore Bay. It's open once a week for 2 hours.
So in other words, they're forcing people to burn their garbage, in other words.
No, I don't do that, Roger.
I don't too.
Me either.
Everything that I can, I try to put through the wood stove if it's paper stuff. Of course, I recycle the plastics, right? But
I just looking to see if I can get cell service over at Rogers' place.
oh, I never thought about that. Who's your cell phone service provider, Roger? Is it Rogers out there?
Hope it's not his
I
internet. Same
Yeah, I
thing.
got Rogers here. I got
Okay,
Rogers.
Okay, I got Rogers too, so you got a tower
I got
there.
Telus, eh?
Yeah. Well, we got 3 big towers here, so I don't know who owns them there, but we got 3 big towers.
Yeah, you look like you're just sort of on the border between super fast and light advanced. This is so for Telus.
Mm.
Like
Hey,
for,
Gary, I sent you my address and everything yesterday.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I got it in my phone and in my GPS and all that stuff. So
Okay. What's that?
we'll find you.
Flintstones?
oh, yeah, just showing the French version.
Oh, French version.
Flintstones.
Yeah, the young lass there, she's 4. She just said, Daddy, you forgot the vitamins. She knows I have marijuana memory.
Yeah.
Nah,
So, yeah, so I put my home phone and I put my cell phone. So,
Oh,
yeah, just take your meds, Paul.
What day is today?
Saturday, the 4th, July.
Guess I better take them. I don't know why, but I do.
Well, because if you don't take them, Paul, you're not going to be here with us, and then we're going to be all sad. So
Well,
you
that
best
just
take-
means I escape.
You ain't lucky enough to escape this. We're all in it together.
Yeah,
If he's easier to get to take the meds than my wife.
so Paul, did you notice I'm not red today? I'm not pink or red? or
Yes,
what?
I do. I do.
Oh, he changed the
So,
curtains.
so
Yeah,
the sunburn went away, huh?
Yeah, I put up 2 brown curtains there, so.
Oh, I just thought that you slept in a tub of aloe or something. Aloe vera.
Yeah, Kim put up my other curtain rod yesterday, so we put up the curtains yesterday.
Yeah, Roger had, I don't know if all of you saw it, but he had red curtains. And so when the sun came in, he looked like he was toasted. He was red all over. And I told him, I says, gotta stop going out there in that sun and laying out there in those Speedos, you know?
That's how he makes his side money, though, Paul. Come on.
Yeah. Well, it's called granny porn, you know? They like that.
There's a genre for everybody, Paul. There's a genre for everybody. So I've been playing with the ND filters now that I'm learning some things about them. And I've put the 16 on. I've been using the 16 on this thing for a while.
Uh-huh.
It's actually pretty neat. I took a picture and posted on Facebook. I know Lynn's seen it, of the swing bridge on Manitoulin with the filter on. Oh, the water looks so nice and green. You can see the whole channel. Just beautiful.
Hey, Gary, that guy that we did our advanced license with, is he out of business now?
Not that I know of.
Well, I doesn't seem listed under Transport Canada anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't renew.
Yeah, he didn't renew.
Well, you don't have to do the test over again. All you have to do is pass the basic now.
Yeah. Or you could do that self-study guide or something and self-declaration or something. I don't know.
Well, you take the $5 test.
Oh.
The basic one,
Yeah.
right? And the basic one, you have to have what, 60% on
Yeah, and you got an hour and a half to do it.
hour and a half
Yeah.
or 20 questions or something?
Talking about basic, I go and check my permits if it's still good. Right back.
I passed the basic without studying.
I didn't even try it. I went right for the advanced, I think.
Well, no, I think you have to have the basic
Oh,
first.
no, maybe I did. Yeah.
Or you could be like me, just not take any tests and just not post your videos and fly a Mavic Mini.
Because I think they come due in the spring, don't they?
Mine comes due January 9th. I took it the first day it was available. So,
Okay.
and it's not from when you got your advanced, it's from when you got your original one.
Oh,
Have you ever been asked to produce it yet, Gary?
No,
I got to renew my basic license on the 2nd of February 20. It's good for 2 years, right?
2 years, yeah.
2
Yeah.
years.
So I got it in 2019, so I got to get done in 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only time they're going to check them is if you did something stupid.
Cause an accident or something, yeah.
Because around here, nobody checks anything around here.
Yeah.
We're out in the boondocks, so.
Yeah, same here. There isn't even people around me up north. So.
You know, the other day I was down at Port Stanley. 2 nights in a row, the guy was down there with a parasailer. He's just buzzing over people's heads, just about kicking with their feet or his foot, hit the people in the head. And they're worried about me.
He's got some regulations to follow, definitely, Paul. But the thing is, there's nobody around to enforce it, right?
There was
So
2 OPP cruisers on the other side of the channel sitting
it's
there.
not their
They
job.
never
to
did
enforce
nothing.
it. It's not their job to enforce it. It's Transport Canada's job to enforce it. And
Yeah,
that's
but
what
you
the
think they
problem-
would have done something, said something to them.
No, they don't even have any idea what the laws are when it comes to do with drones or paragliders or ultralights or any of that. My buddy has an ultralight. He
Yeah.
pretty much does whatever he wants with it. And I'm thinking, man, if I gotta be regulated with my drone, and then he showed me the list of stuff he was supposed to abide by, and I'm thinking, wow, you're not even supposed.
Well, I can't imagine anybody doing that in the first place. Did you see somebody just posted on YouTube power gliders crashes And it's like 30 minutes showing all these guys tangled in wires, smacking into walls, falling off cliffs. Their power glider, their motor causes them to stall the parachute and they just drop. And it's
Yep.
like, oh my God. Sadly, looking at in retrospect is funny, but oh man.
Well, I see them all the time off Manitoulin Island, South Shore. They're with a boat. They have the parachute behind the boat way up in the air.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The boat stops and then they just drop.
The parasail. Yep.
Yeah.
I've been on one of them. Yep.
No, I don't have wings. I don't fly. Forget it.
Well, there was one guy took off in the stadium and he took off and he had, the big gas fan on his back.
Yeah.
And he at the end, where the direction he was headed into the wind there was wind coming from that direction, but there's also was like a 4-story building and he had to go over it. Did he make it over it? No.
It was funny. I approached the OPP, the provincial police here one time. I was flying at a motorcycle event. I said, I'm going to fly. And he says, yeah, just keep it under 1,000 feet. I said, well, the regulation says 400, so I'll stay under 400. So, oh, you sound like you know what you're doing. I said, oh, yeah.
My cousin actually operates the drone for the OPP detachment in Owen Sound.
Yeah.
And he said that none of the officers had any clue.
No.
So he's a civil officer.
Yeah.
So that's all he does is a search and rescue with the drone and stuff. And he deals with all their computers. But he said that none of them have any education or care about the drones. They don't know about them. They don't want to know about them. They don't want to deal with it.
No. When we first got licensed, I used to carry around the card, Canadian Air Regulation.
Yeah.
80 pages. And I put it at half size, so it was only 40 pages. And I used to carry that in my drone bag so that if anybody stopped me and said you're doing something wrong, I'd just hand it to them and say, show me. But nobody ever questioned me, so I stopped bringing it.
I flew ultralights for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Not once anybody asked me for a license.
No.
Yeah.
What, do you have to have a license for an ultralight?
Yep. Yeah, there's an ultralights pilot's license. Yep.
They'll never catch me on one of those.
No,
No, not as long as there's gravity on this planet. No.
no.
Well, I
Even-
used to fall out of
even-
airplanes. I
Even if I was 20 years old, I would not get on it. No.
Yep.
I got problems going up a freaking ladder. You think I'm gonna go up in one of those?
You know, I was stuck 90 feet in the air on that boom. And when they had to zero the proxy to get me down, it just drove the boom right into the ground after that. Never up in the air. I don't like it at all.
No.
Gravity always wins.
It did. My hips, my knees, and my ankles were sore for like 3 weeks when it hit the ground.
Yeah.
No, there's something about those Zoom booms I never liked.
Well, it's the whole pendulum effect, right, Gary? You know? Yeah,
the
not good.
Skyjack isn't so bad. I'm a licensed scissor lift operator. And they're okay. They just go up and down. Right.
Yeah. So you're talking about an elevated platform, though. That's
Yeah.
a little different, right?
That's
I know.
not bad there, Bill. Newfound Drone Productions.
Yeah, one of the scariest things I ever did was when I
There's
was
my
driving transport was loading one of those, what they call man walks, but same thing, Zoom boom, onto a transport. That was fun.
Yeah.
You're bouncing around this cage at the back and you're going up and
Yep. It's
Yeah.
it can be freaky.
Yeah, the front wheels go up 6 inches. The
The boom drops
boom
6 feet.
goes down 6 feet, right?
and you're 30 feet back on the end of this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the whole pendulum effect. It's freaky.
Oh, I know. No, that's I worked at Imperial Oil for a year, and they were running Zoom booms and all kinds of 60-ton cranes and stuff. And
A Boyson's chair. A Boyson's chair is the actual most scary thing. It's literally one rope with a safety rope, and you're just sitting on this tiny little chair about that big. It's what the window cleaners use.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary. I did the training, but I've never used one in like actual work situation. I won't.
No.
Be right back, guys. Gonna go make a coffee.
It's like that swing stage, Neil. If your partner on the other side of the swing stage doesn't move his brake at the same speed, the swing stage ends up going.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, forget that. I'm licensed for all that stuff. I'm licensed for asbestos removal, the whole deal. But there's certain things I just won't do. 15 stories up, yeah, no doubt, Neil. Forget
oh,
that.
I see those guys that are 30 stories up and the wind blowing them around back against a building. And
Oh, and they're not actually tied down. It's just weights that hold them up, eh?
yeah,
It's literally just a weight on top of the building. It's not bolted down. It's no, thank you. Being a foreman, I have to have all those tickets, just even to supervise the guys that are on the things. I don't like being liable for when they're on it, but I am.
And everybody has to be tied off and you have to wear fall arrest and
Full-time tie off. Two lanyards. That way, when you're unhooking the one lanyard, the other one's still hooked. And it's.
when I worked at Imperial Oil, we had to have fall arrest anytime we were more than 6 feet off the ground.
Yeah, that's the Ontario standard is now 6 feet here. Yep.
Well, what happened was you'd be unloading a flatbed trailer and you'd have to put on fall arrest. But what do you tie to? So they'd have to bring in a crane and tie off to the crane so that if they fell off the trailer, something would catch them. You know, it was nuts.
Yeah, that is. No, sorry, guys. I just had a call come through and I didn't recognize the number. But
no, I did a roof down in Elmer, just a 1-story building, but still, it's a thing there. I had shingles delivered to the roof, and they wouldn't deliver unless we were tied off.
yeah. It's like a $5,000 fine. If one of my guys aren't tied off, they get $500 and I get a $5,000 fine and the company gets $50,000.
Yeah.
And the odd time they'll give you a warning, but not too often.
When I lived up north, I was with the fire department. We got a call one time, a guy was working on his roof. He tied himself off. He was working on the back side of the house, right? He tied a rope to the trailer hitch on his pickup truck. He put it over the roof and he was tied off and he was working on the back on the roof. And his wife started the truck and dragged him off the roof.
Yeah, that's a very common. Actually, you'd be surprised how common that happens.
You know, it was, ugh.
Imagine that. Scary. Killing your own spouse as you're just trying to do the roof.
That didn't kill him. He was
No, but-
messed up.
Sounds like a bad day though.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, he's up there working on the roof and he's tied to his truck and all of a sudden the truck takes off. He goes up over the peak and down the other side and then falls off.
Oh man.
Jesus.
You know, dragged across the shingles. I think that was probably the most damage that it did, right?
Yeah, well,
All that got him, it was all the abrasions.
that's like skidding down the road off your motorcycle on the pavement. You're just not
Yeah.
winning the battle, right?
Yeah. Except you don't slow down. It just keeps going faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, Neil. It's not the fall that kills you. It's that sudden stop.
Well, 29 Celsius here now.
No, I skydived for about 10 years. One of the scariest jumps I ever did was out in Alberta, but it was in the mountains. When we got out of the airplane, the ground was above us. It was up in between the valleys, between the mountains, and we dropped down into the valley. But you get out and the ground's rushing by you. That was freaky.
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm not jumping out of a perfectly good plane either.
Yeah, but you haven't seen some of the planes I jumped out of. Yeah, one time we were coming in around on jump run. The airplane was coughing and sputting and everything else. And the pilot, he's fighting with it. And he's, okay, you guys. And he looks back, not one of us left in the plane. See ya. It's all yours.
Reminds me of the story of the old codger and his wife was bugging him to get a hobby, right? He came home and he says, well, I got a hobby. He says, I joined a prostitutes club. He says, a prostitute. She says, what's a prostitutes club? Yeah, there's no, she says, there's no such thing. He says, yeah, I joined the prostitutes club. She says, that's impossible. He shows her the membership card. She goes, you old fool, that's a parachute club. He goes, oh, damn it. I signed up for 10 jumps.
Yep.
I was just shy of 500 jumps when I stopped jumping.
So you decided to
Last
stop before your luck ran out, or what?
Well, no. It was just I moved, and where I moved, the area I moved to, there's nobody in that
Okay.
area.
Right.
I stopped just shy of 1 jump.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
That's the safest bet.
You
But
know,
I'll tell you, there's one
you-
jump
you
between 1
used
and
to-
25 that'll scare the daylights out of you.
it's too bad Hugh wasn't here because he used to put that motor on his back and parasail, you know?
Yep.
Paramotor, yep.
Yeah.
And there's also a lot of stories that Hugh has bad knees and bad hips from it.
Yep, exactly.
Right. So
Well, I used to be 6'5" until I started skydiving. I had a few hard landings. I drove my
Well-
butt up into my head.
without shoes on, I'm 6'2.5", and I plan on staying that way.
Hey, geez, Green RCs, how you doing?
Oh, and Bill from Newfound Drone Productions is here.
And we got Distorted FPV and Michael Benny. Good morning, everybody. Happy 4th of July to you guys.
Well,
No, it's not that hot here yet there in Newfound. It's warming up though.
well, if I'm gonna get that boat in the water, I guess I better make a run to Canadian Tire and get some flares, I guess. So
Yeah.
hate the heck to go spend that money for the flares and find out my motor won't run.
Get the motor going first.
Yeah,
Don't you have a set of mufflers of the water?
no.
Oh.
But it's 115 horsepower Johnson, right? So it's pretty big outboard.
Well, just put a garbage can under the bottom end and fill it with
Yeah.
water.
Well, I gotta go get fuel first. Probably spend $100 on fuel first. So
Ugh.
I
Well,
just
what-
take the prop off and use a 5-gallon pail and stick it in. But mind you, I'm a 40 horse, not 110.
well, I should do 42 mile an hour wide open, but I never go that fast. I
Yeah.
find about 30, 32 mile an hour comfortable.
Well, my aluminum's only 18 feet, and I've never had it wide open with that 40 horse on the back because
Oh.
it's just not fun.
No.
I got a 14-foot with a 50 on the back. We run that full open.
Aluminum, Gary?
No, it's
I
fiberglass.
was gonna say fiberglass. Yeah, I
Yeah,
used to have a
mine-
Groove 14 with something like that.
Mine's a 17-foot bow rider. So
Yeah, ours is
Doesn't-
closed,
doesn't
ours is
sound
a
like
closed
an
deck on the
expensive
front, just 1972 Sturry.
well, mine's a 89, I think it is, but it's a remanned engine, eh? I put on it. It's only got less than 50 hours on it.
Oh, wow.
But those Johnsons are quality motors, period. Even if it wasn't reman, they're a good motor.
The only thing I don't like about it, and it wouldn't be that hard to change over, but it's oil injected.
What
Yeah,
kind
but
of,
that's because the era it was made in.
Huh?
Ron, what kind of boat you got?
I have a 21-foot Sea Ray bow rider. It's got a 5.0 Merc Cruiser in it.
Mhm.
It'll
Nice.
haul some ass.
Yeah,
Yeah, mine's oil injected, so it's got an oil tank, eh? So
Yeah.
you always wonder, is it getting oil? Mhm.
Can you help me put this?
But you can disconnect something. I forget what it is, but then just do the oil gas mix all the time, right?
Yeah, you can unhook the pump, but why? They run the, if they're made with an injector pump, it's best to keep the injector
Yeah.
pump working.
It just don't like regular fuel, right? That ethanol, those old
Yeah.
engines. They like the high test.
Well, John DiNardo, he's the one that fixed my Avio because I was putting regular crap gas in it, and he told me, he goes, no, you put good gas and that car will run good. And as soon as I did, it ran perfect.
Well, mine will run really good on the top end, no problem. But you come into the dock, the thing just stall out every time. I had the carburetors redone.
Oh, geez.
They would check the timing on it and everything. They said it's the fuel. Just wouldn't idle with the crap. Especially when you come into the dock is when you need your motor sometimes.
Yeah, so that's the 4-cylinder with the 4 separate carburetors, right?
2 carburetors,
Oh, it's a dual carb. Okay.
dual carb. Yeah, 4-cylinder, 2 carb.
Now, do you keep your boat in the water, Paul, or do you bring it
No,
home?
no, it's trailered. No.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it's on my front lawn right now.
No, mine's still out on the side. It's been there for 2 years, hasn't moved.
Yeah, mine's been sitting for 2 years.
And whoever wants to buy a boat, Phantom Hodges has got one for sale.
Yep.
But you're selling it, Paul?
Yeah, if I get 45. If I'm not gonna lowball it. I got
No,
too much money into it.
If you've got a price on it and you get it, sure.
Yeah, also the happiest day of a boater's life is the day he buys it and the day he sells it.
Yeah. Well, I put hydraulic steering on it too because it was the old cable steering, right?
Yeah.
I got rid of that, put hydraulic, I put stabilizers on it. We had the whole boat repainted inside out, new seats, everything, eh? Just,
Nice. My mom and her boyfriend ended up using our fishing boat more than anybody else, really, because they're retired now,
yeah.
basically, right? So,
Well, see, my biggest problem, we got a trailer, right? My wife likes going to the trailer, so and that's every weekend, and so I never get my boat.
well,
That's
it makes sense if you don't use it, right? I mean,
Yeah. But when I put it away, I took all the fuel out of it, and I fogged the engines, I did everything, right? So
yeah, that was fun, Neil. I'll be coming back up there in a week or so. Well, probably be 2 weeks because I guess in a week or so I'll be going to Quebec. But
yeah, bring it down with me down to Roger Palusa if he gets that channel built. Put the water down there, the pool.
Anyway, I should get going. It's pool
Yeah.
time here,
Hey, Gary, you be safe today.
hitting 29. Well, thanks for the invite, Roger. It's always a pleasure to come on, and
No problem, no problem.
we'll keep in touch, and we'll be there in 2 weeks, eh?
2 weeks today, isn't it?
2
Yeah.
weeks today, be on the road. Well, tonight.
Yeah.
As long as the weather holds up.
Well, today's Saturday, so if you're going on Friday night, you'll be arriving about this time in 2 weeks. So
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Today's Saturday.
Take it easy, Gary. I got to go and do something here, gentlemen. I'll be right back.
So we're
It's
13
blur-
days now.
it's Blur's Day. It's Blur's Day.
Thursday. Yeah.
Anyway, have a great day, everybody. We'll see you again soon.
Hey, Gary, take
Bye,
care.
Gary.
Yeah. I'm going to head out too. I'm going to get some stuff there, go get some fuel, and
Yeah.
maybe I don't want to get down to the ramp too quick because it'll be too busy down there. Nothing I hate worse trying to put a boat in the water and there's 15 people behind you screaming, "Come on, get that thing in the water."
Then you can't concentrate, think you're gonna screw it up.
Yeah, exactly. That reminds me, I got to put a plug in the boat too yet.
Yeah. Probably a good idea.
Well, I was washing it and cleaning it the other day, so I had the plug out, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you'll know real quick if you forgot that.
Well, just drive past, eh? It'll suck it all back out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I've made that mistake before. That's actually how I get rid of the water in the aluminum boat. I just
Yeah,
pull the plug. and crank it.
Yep.
Yeah, yank the plug.
Drive real fast, pull the plug, and then hang. But mine's got to do it, screw it in from the outside, right?
Yeah.
Between the motor and the thing. So, aluminum boat, you can put a little cork thing in on the driver's side, or on the inside of the boat.
what I have. Yeah, that's exactly what I have. But I got maybe 3 or 4 rivets that leak.
Carpenter
Yeah.
Rick Blind Neil says, "Come kidnap me, Rick. My daughter won't pay to get me back, though."
Yeah, well, after a couple of minutes with my kids, Neil, you'll want to go home.
Yeah, don't you just go home though to the bush there and just let them run?
Exactly. That's exactly what I do.
Yeah, if you see a bear, come tell Daddy.
Well, the way my kids are, they'd probably shoot it with the BB gun and then tell me. After it ran away.
What's that?
Who's erasing all the messages?
That
Paul?
must be Paul's
Oh,
marine boat thing. Marine ship. He's checking his other phone.
Voicemails.
must be his house phone, answer machine or something.
I can't even think of the name of it. It's an internet phone. Remember when they used to have them and you used to plug this little module in? And you used to get worldwide calling.
Oh.
And it was like $9 a year or $10.
Magic
a
Jack
year.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I bought it for 20 years. So it's still there just as an emergency. I can dial it up, but the dial up isn't that good. It's just kind of noisy and
Is that the what the blind Neil said, VoIP? That voice over internet protocol?
yeah.
Yep. Well,
Every
okay,
once in a
gentlemen.
while I get a call on it and the phone answers the damn message and I never listen to them. So it's over there flashing, 7 messages. So I just deleted them all.
I don't know if I told you I got a call from Peru yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah,
Peru.
Peru. It's been all over the world lately. But anyways.
Hey, Night Train, how you doing? Nice to see you.
So, anyways, guys, I gotta go. So,
Okay.
hey, thanks, eh? We'll catch you guys later. Have a
All
good
right,
one.
Paul.
Yep.
Take care.
Be safe on the river.
Oh yeah.
Furball Kim's in the chat. Happy 4th of July, Night Train. Hope you guys celebrate that very good. Yeah. Oh, Lord.
It's actually really nice outside today. I don't feel any humidity here at all.
Yeah, it's nice here too right now. But it's gonna be hitting us soon.
If it looks like a real rainy weekend, are you going to reschedule, Roger, or just push on through it?
I really don't know. It depends.
Not
I
sure.
mean, like I said, yeah, I really don't know. I'm gonna really have to check that out. I can't how you say that, base everything on the UAV thing because it's never correct.
True. Come on, baby.
Like the other day, oh, very nice to fly and everything. Oh yeah, it's piss pouring rain outdoors. How can it be nice out to fly? I mean, really.
Talking about the only thing I use that for is just the wind. Tell you the wind up whatever height you send it. That's about all I use that for. Everything else you can look out the window and see what it's doing. Sometimes those wind gusts can be big up high, up high.
I check it too, and it's exactly for the wind. And even Paul Murray has said it before. You imagine when you look out the window and see the trees blowing, the wind's like 20 or 30, but it's like 8. So
Yeah.
it's good to check with the UAV for that.
That's why I always carry a digital anemometer in my bag.
Right.
Because I get out of the Tahoe and I'm standing there and the wind's blowing. I think, oh, I want to see the limits. I mean, I've flown in 35-mile-an-hour winds with my Mavic 2 Zoom, but you just like to know, And I hold the anemometer up 7, 8, 10 miles an hour. I say, okay. Yep.
Well, there's absolutely no wind here.
Yeah, it's dead still here too. I just had an interesting thing. Flew that chip this morning and I put the SD card in the SD reader, and then plugged it in and it wouldn't take it. So, like everybody else, I've got a whole bunch of those readers because every time you buy one, you get one. And so I switched it to a new one, plugged it in, loaded up right away. So I threw that reader right in the trash.
Yeah, I've got like 4 of them, and I think only one of them works too.
Yeah.
That's odd. I've never had one go bad, but I mean, I could see it happening.
Well, as much as I plug them in and out,
Right. Oh, yeah, of course. I upload 1 video a month, Paul. You upload a video every day.
3 a day usually.
Yeah.
But here's all my little extra readers.
Oh, wow.
So I can pull one out.
That's actually a nice little case, Paul.
Yeah, I did. I found this and it's
Beauty.
and it's a hard case and you can actually put whatever you want in there with it. Just clicks right on and it's done. And what I like about that is if I'm going someplace and I don't want to make sure I'm fumbling anything around, that makes it nice because it's real easy for you, even if you've got it in a reader, to flip it out of your pocket, and not know it.
I find that even getting a hold of the readers sometimes, if they're in my case, my fingers are so big, I have a hard time getting them out.
Yeah.
Like, forget about getting the card out of the Spark or out of the Mavic Mini. I can't even get it out.
Oh, I use tweezers, yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I gotta use something.
But this is what I normally keep in the bag, an extra card and a reader.
Nice.
But, and I don't know where you buy those little plastic holders. They just snap open and snap closed. Somehow or another, I don't know whether I got that with one of the Inspires but I've had it forever. So who's going flying today?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
I might.
Roger should.
Yeah, well, it depends. Or I'm gonna bring my son there.
Well, how across the street, you said they were ready to bale up that hay. Hey, did they start working on it today, Roger?
Oh, they've been working on it since this morning.
How's it going?
Oh, they're almost done. They're almost done.
I know they had it all into the rows.
Yeah. Now it's all they're all rolled up. They're almost done.
So they're not doing the square bales, they're doing the big round ones, huh?
Yeah. And that's his second harvest already, so it's going pretty good for him.
Good for him.
Blind Needles is in my mind. I'm always flying. Yeah, Copper State. Yeah, I did some filming already of them haying last week on the other field, back here, and in the front that side. And every time he does his haying, I'm either on live stream or he does it really late at night.
I'll be right back. The squirrels are calling me.
Okay.
When they start tapping on the window, I know it's time.
So how you like working at home there, Ron?
You know what? Like when I first started, I didn't think I would. I don't know why that was, but I've gotten used to it now, and I don't ever want to go back. To tell you the truth, it was right when the pandemic hit. I was on a cruise. I was actually on a cruise out in the ocean when they shut the port down in Baltimore. We thought we weren't going to get back.
Wow.
But after a day or two, they said, okay, they're going to let this ship back in, and then the port's closed, and I'm letting more out. So we were actually on one of the last cruises that were out in the water. So when I came back, obviously my work now calls me and says, hey, because you were on a cruise, you need to work from home for 2 weeks. I told the lady, don't threaten me with a good time. So I started working from home. And then about a week after that, the company made the decision to have all their office people work from home. And that was middle of March. And I've been working from home ever since. So, and yeah, and then they just told me the other day, there's really no pressure to bring us back anytime soon. So like,
Okay.
man, I'll be working from home Monday through Friday.
Well,
It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, I got everything I need, and you know, like I said, work on one screen, Canadian Drone Hub on the other. I just wish I had time to kind of pop in. I'm just so busy all day. I just, like I said, I don't chat much because I'm listening to you. I'm just always working. But I'm usually always in the chat lurking.
yeah, conversation, Ariel. I love the fly at nighttime, which I am allowed, but here's too many trees. And on my Mavic Mini, you don't have sensors or anything on them, so
Yeah.
and I don't want to take the chance.
I
love
flew
to
that
film
thing
guns.
one time at night. It's scary. You can't
Yeah.
see it. I mean, you put a little light on it, but that's,
Yeah.
you know, it's
Especially
always
here. Especially here, we got no street lights, nothing. It's really,
Mhm.
really dark out. And
Yeah,
if you do the farmers, okay, they got the big spotlights on their tractors and everything.
So I got 4 of these. These things go on each corner of my Mavic Mini
oh, those are nice.
for the nighttime flying,
Yeah.
and you can see it pretty far.
Yeah, the hardest part was getting the orientation. You know, I mean, I just had one of those, drone lights on it, but you can never, unless you can see what you're looking at, the drone is looking at, it's kind of hard to get your orientation, and you're always looking down at the screen and, can't see anything like power lines or anything going on. So it can be, you want to be wide in the open.
Yeah.
When you're going nights, that's for sure.
Well, I find the Flytran strobes, you can get them in colors. You can get them in red for the front and white for the back.
Mhm.
Yep.
And they work good.
Hmm.
I wouldn't put 2 of them on though. I'll just put 1 for the front. That's it, or the back. So I know where it is at least.
Yeah, well, the Mavic Air 2, Paul, have you turned on the light on the bottom? That thing is super bright. You can use that. I mean, it'll burn your battery a little faster than it normally would. But
the other interesting
that
thing
sucker's bright.
is what I kind of miss is on the Enterprise drones, they had it in the pilot app where you could turn that bottom lights into strobe, and they would strobe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I would shoot some sunsets with that Mavic Air 2, and then by the time I'm bringing it in, it's already dusk or whatever. So, and there's
You just
usually
turn it
people
on,
around me, like, so I'm like, hey, here it comes, hey, back up, and so, but it's that light is so bright, they get the hell out of the way.
Yep.
It's Tim Hortons cup.
Hey, I don't get Tim Hortons when I'm at home, so I'm loving it up. And yeah, I guess we're gonna sell this place, so she tells me. That's what we had a bit of a discussion yesterday morning, and that's.
Is she gonna move up there?
Nope.
Nope.
I thought maybe that we were witnessing a reconciliation.
Hey, north of 54. How you doing? Good morning.
None of that's happening, Paul.
Ron, just so you know, what the problem is Rick still really loves his ex-wife and she really loves him, but they have 2 different lifestyles. She's a city girl and he's a country boy.
That's it.
You know what? Look, I'm no dummy. I've been married 3 times. I tell everybody that. Right? So this is a subject I know a little bit about. But
Paul's been married 3 times too.
and I've been married now almost 13 years to the same woman. So I kind of got it right the 3rd time. But if you can be cordial with your ex, that makes, especially you got kids. So, I mean, that makes it so much easier.
Exactly.
I am not cordial with my ex. I'll talk to her, but I don't have to. I wouldn't piss on her if she was on fire, right? Let's put it that way.
My first ex, we keep in touch via check once a month. And that's the only connection we have. But this one, because she's seen how bad it was with the other one, she didn't want that, right? So
No,
And it's all good, like,
Kids.
you know.
Yeah.
And it's about the kids. I got a 4-year-old
absolutely.
daughter and an 8-year-old son with her,
Mine-
right? So,
Just turned 18 last year, and I'll decide to go find their own apartment or whatever. I go right ahead. Don't threaten me with a good time.
yeah,
Come
that's
see,
it.
come see me on a weekend or something. You know? Check in once in a while.
Well, Rick, with the first wife, it must be kind of interesting little memo note you put on that check, isn't it?
You know what? It's all automatically. I don't even. it's
Oh,
not
you don't
actually
even get a
check.
chance to put a memo in there.
No, oh no, she'd take me to court if I did that, Paul. Be mental anguish or something. Forget it.
It can be printed. It can hurt you.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, the check doesn't even have my signature on it. Just automatically goes from this account to her. That's it.
Okay,
It's the best way. It's just the best way.
yeah.
I don't know. Out of all three of my marriages, never had kids, so they didn't last long enough. The first one was 7 years, the second one was 18 months, and the third one was about 6.5 years. So,
Well, we made a good run. I'm not saying that we didn't, but when we got together, she said, for sure, I'll move up north eventually. So after I did a certain amount of time of being in the city, I said, okay, well, I did my turn. Now it's your turn. And then she said, no. I said, well, I'm going. So bye-bye. We made a deal. You don't want to keep your end of the deal. I'm going to keep my end of the deal, and I'm not staying in the city forever. I love my kids, and I come back and spend a lot of time here with them, but I still have to be able to get home. You guys have seen where I live and how I live. It's not the way it is here at all. So
Yeah.
you got to be happy within your own life too. You know, if I was miserable, I would be miserable around her and the kids too, and that wouldn't be fair to them. At least now I'm always happy because I get to go home.
Night Train says all my ex-wives died of eating bad fish sticks.
Let's see what time.
You got your son coming again today, Roger?
I gotta go and pick him up and go get his other car.
What time you got to do that?
As soon as I get off of here.
Well, how many people we got in here today?
I have
14 watching.
Oh, by the way, I'm not going on tonight, guys. So sorry about that. I will not be going on tonight.
But he'll be on Sunday night
No, not Sunday night.
and Monday night.
It's up in the air.
We heard that was Paul Murray in Studio B.
Well, no, Roger's warming up, see, to take over the 3 a.m. slot.
Hell no. Hell no. You know, I made a decision last night that I might not do the Monday nights anymore, and I'm not going to be doing Saturday nights. So,
Well, you get to a point, Roger, it takes a lot out of you.
yeah.
Too much.
So tonight I'm not on tonight, and I'll be back on tomorrow morning for sure. I decided to take a break there from doing the night ones.
Well, what you want to do is you do it when you want to do it. You don't do the night ones on a regular schedule. If you decide you want to go on some night because you want to chit chat, then do it. But
Yep.
you know, to hold it to a regular schedule, it makes it tough.
That's making it a job, and when it becomes a job, it's no fun.
It is a job. It is.
And-
But it's a huge commitment as it is, right?
Right,
Huge.
that's right. Now it becomes a commitment. I feel like you have to do it. It's supposed to be fun, enjoyable.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. True. That is true. I'm just unplugging a couple of things from my bar here. I was wondering if that's why my computer went down later a while ago. Probably taking too much juice out of it.
Well, I think the reason your computer died was it was gasping for air and passed out because of your low internet speed.
Couldn't
Oh,
get
it's
enough.
probably-
And when you think the fan is working hard, the fan's going, please give me more internet speed. I'm dying here. I'm dying here.
Because usually, I mean, if it's an update, it'll tell you right away it's an update. And when it went off, when it came back on, it says your computer shut down unexpectedly. So it did the whole rigor mortis thing there, coming back in. And we didn't lose any power because Kim, his computer kept on running upstairs. So
Well, like I say, Roger, if you want to go off at 11, probably wouldn't hurt too many people's feelings.
yeah,
Because today, especially on the American side, everybody's got places to go, people to see, and things to do.
yeah.
And I would imagine on the Canadian side, they're getting, you know, it's getting warm, and they've got things to do and things they want to get done on the weekend.
So that's what I'm going to do. Is I am going to close out 11. Yeah.
Don't feel like you're letting anybody down, Rogers. You got to make
No.
it fun for you.
That's it.
Yeah, Neil, Kim and I cleaned all the inside of the computer. We passed the air in it and everything. I still got to get a can of that electronic stuff though, spray on that. Because I am a heavy smoker, so you know that
That
too.
contact cleaner stuff.
Electronic cleaner, yeah. You know how you spray it on and it evaporates right away.
Yeah, I know. And Roger just nailed it right there because he's a heavy smoker, or a smoker. Period. Like
Smoke and dog hairs and everything. And
I know. I because I smoke my marijuana in the room there. Anything that's in there gets gummed right out.
barbecue day in the USA. No fireworks being launched by the cities here. Yeah, they were all canceled here too. Night train for Canada Day. Yeah.
Somebody said something about you could go and watch like a virtual one or something online. I didn't bother, but
Yeah. So the only thing I got plugged in my power supply is my Alexa, and I got my TV, computer, my battery pack thing.
yeah, but the battery pack shouldn't be sucking any power because it's already full.
And I unplugged everything. It's useless on that bar there, or the USB bar.
Does Alexa draw any power, Paul? It shouldn't, no.
No, just milli.
Yeah, nothing.
Well, and it's like even your he's got one of those power strip bars for
Yep,
USB. Anything he plugs in there isn't drawing anything either.
No. Such no amps, right? If you're not pulling any.
The big draw would be if he's running his big screen TV, that would draw some amperage, and his computer definitely would draw.
Yeah, for sure.
But all the other things that he's got plugged in should be minuscule.
Yeah. Well, and that computer is pretty new. It's not like it's old, so it should be pretty up to date with the best of the, equipment wise.
Yeah, you've had that less than a year, haven't you, Roger?
What's that? The computer?
Yeah,
I bought it in December.
December.
Yeah, it's like 6, 7 months, like nothing. It's brand new.
I know it's just happened once. So, and then again, I was thinking it's probably because I had my cam on and all that on the computer. I don't know. My cam for outdoors. So, it's eliminating all the things there. So,
Yeah, exactly.
everybody check out everybody's channels, guys. Don't forget to check out, see if you still got them supported. I'd like to see YouTube bring back that bloody thing beside the 3 dots.
I know. Go to the
That's
channel.
so freaking ridiculous.
So frustrating you took that away. It made everything so much easier.
But you know, YouTube never admits when they're wrong.
Well, if you've seen the money they waste inside their offices, it would just be appalling to you guys. So I've built 2 Google offices in Kitchener now. They literally have a slide going from the 3rd floor down to the 1st floor, like literally,
It's that yuppie thing,
I suppose, right?
that West Coast yuppie, like, we are cool, man, dude. Hey,
Yeah, it's pretty something else to see.
So which drone are you gonna bring with you around on the boat?
I really want to bring the Mavic Air 2, but and I'd like to do like all the action track and all that stuff with it while I'm out there. It's just, man, it's nerve wracking being out on the water with your drone because you know there's just nowhere to land. You know what I mean? It's got to come back to the boat.
Yeah.
And it's scary. And it's like I said, you know, I made that little video because it's stuff I learned from it. It's just, you know, if you ever lost connection, you don't ever want that thing going back to where you were because you ain't there no more.
Yeah.
I got mine set to hover, so it won't go
Yeah,
anywhere.
so it's like if you're out on a boat, you definitely want that thing to hover if you lose
Yeah.
connection. And return to home still works. Like you can reset your home point, hit return to home, but you need to get your signal back. And if you ever lost that signal, you know, your drone just wants to go home. It just wants to go back to where it was. And you don't want it to happen. You want it to hover, look on your map where it was, and then head that way. And then,
That's right.
you know, get it. So it's you know, DJI is so good at, making that thing come to you. But, you know, any kind of interference from another boat and that signal just drops, that's where you're going, oh crap, where's my drone?
Yeah.
They're pretty rock solid, but there is the odd thing that you could come across, surely, right?
Mm-hmm. Especially today, there's going to be boats out there galore.
Oh, I bet.
There's going to be, it's going to be like traffic, you know, even in Lake Erie, I'm going to have to find a space, but
yeah. Well, I live in the middle of Lake Huron, and the boats have been out for days, right? Yeah. Everybody's basically this whole week's been a party.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Phantom Flight 101. I hope you're feeling a lot better, my friend.
hey, Herman, good to see you.
Herman. So is it far you got to go, Roger, there this morning, or?
Yeah, well, I gotta go all the way to Drummondville. That's about 30 minutes. Then I gotta go all the way to a camping ground. That's about a 40-minute run down
So
there.
you're on a good tour then.
Yeah. Because his car broke down last week. You remember? He had to go. I had to go and pick him up beside the road because it was towing and all that.
Yep.
And he has the other red car. So we finally found out it was the gas sensor that broke on the his other car, his Journey.
Oh, geez.
So they finally fixed it. So he left his car at the camping ground, and the other car. Woof.
Yeah, big rigmarole. I hear you. No,
yeah. His girlfriend's got her own car. I don't see why she didn't bring it home with her. Now I got to go pick her up with the kid and bring him down to the camping ground with my son. So she stays there all week at the camping ground, and
right.
And you know how much I love my daughter-in-law, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think I remember you said that you look forward to spending as much time as you can with her.
Like hell.
That was away. I think it was away, Paul. You missed the away part.
Oh, away. Oh, okay.
I don't even want to go to the in-law speech there.
Phantom Flight 101 says on the Go 4 Pro app, set the home point to the controller.
Yeah, but doesn't that change? It's going to set it to where you are at that point, right? Doesn't how that one works?
No, I think when you set it to the controller, you can. It then follows the signal of the controller is where the home point is.
Well, it just has a picture of, when you go there, it just has a picture of you, like this little guy in the two settings. It's got, the home point where you were on GPS, and then it has you. That'd be an interesting thing to check if you change
Well,
your
I
home
think,
point and
I
then
think
you
it
move.
does, I think it does, Ron, because that's the setting they use. Like if you were in a car flying,
Mhm.
Mhm.
it sets the controller and you as the home point. So wherever you are in the universe, as long as you have connection.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cliff said no. Herman said no, Paul.
No?
No,
For the first comment that you were talking about,
home point to the controller, yes.
But if you lost signal, is my point. Where's it going? How's it going to find the
Especially-
controller if it doesn't have the signal anymore? And you're moving?
Especially in a boat, Ron, you're
Right.
moving.
That's what I mean. Like if you lose signal, it's not like, if you're moving in a boat, even 10, 15 miles an hour, and you even have it set to the controller, and something happens where the signal drops, your battery in your controller dies. What do you want that to do? You want it to hover, right? You want that thing to
Yeah.
stop and you go get it.
Well, you definitely don't want it to land anywhere.
Right.
when
You don't
you're
want
out
it to
the water.
descend and you don't want it to go home because now it's going home where you ain't no more. That's why I would want it to hover. I absolutely, I'll go find it. Then if I've been 10, 15 minutes into a flight, I know I got about 10 minutes to get back to it and get under it.
Even the Mini, that's how I have mine set to
Yeah.
hover, because I can always walk 20 feet towards
And
it.
obviously you should always have your eye on it anyway, and know where it's at. But even in line of sight, I lost connection to the Mini and plain line of sight.
Absolutely.
So that scares the heck out of you. They'll say, "Oh, it's been temporarily disconnected." What do you mean? It's right there.
Yeah. Even when I flew my Phantom, same thing. It happens. Just look down at your controller, look back up for a second, then you gotta
Like,
until you
okay,
find
when
it.
you lose signal, where does it always go? It goes home.
Mhm.
But if your controller is the home and you've lost signal, where's home?
It's gonna go to the last point that controller
Yeah,
was at.
controller was.
Damn straight.
Yep.
Right at the bottom of Lake Erie. That's where it was.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what, when you out on the
Nitrogen,
water,
I agree.
I'd
The
rather
Mini
it
is
hover.
hard to see.
Well, the only reason I wonder, Ron, is let's say you're in a boat
Mhm.
and if you had it set to the controller or you,
Mhm.
and you get moving
Mhm.
and you go, the boat's still going
Mhm.
and you lose signal and you're still trying to regain signal. The boat's still going.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then all of a sudden it returns to home and hovers. You've got to figure out now, where was it the last time that I had signal to the drone? That's the place I need to go to recover.
Right,
that
but
drone.
you can also worst case scenario is your controller just dies. The battery in your controller dies, and you're going to lose that anyway.
Yeah.
But at least if you got a 30-minute flight time and you've been flying for 15 minutes, that thing's hovering somewhere. Just
Yep.
turn around and head back till you hear it.
Yep.
And if you're flying, if you're following your boat, you should be more than a couple hundred feet away anyway, at most. But
Right.
if you're going to be stupid and go chase a boat
Well,
out of your line of
it's-
sight and you drop the signal, your
And
boat's
see,
moving.
that brings up the anecdotal, the funny anecdotal story
Mhm.
that Herman and Lawrence tell about. They were out with a group of people flying at a park in New York, and everybody had their drones up, and a new guy showed up and wanted to fly with them, and he was flying with them, and he lost track of which drone was his. And so his drone was over here in the river, doing this above the river, and he's watching somebody else's drone, and they're all yelling, "Hey, whose drone is that?" And he's still watching this other drone, and his is going up. And they said that baby struggled. It'd go down a little lower, and it would go into the water, out of the water, into the water, out of the water, and then it went down and sank.
Good morning, everybody.
Well, first of all, if you're looking at someone else's drone, it's not reacting to your
Yeah,
controls, right? So
Yeah.
right there, within 2 seconds, I'm in a panic.
Give me a second, guys. Hey, Metro
Turn it over.
Drones, thank you again so much for that. Conflict 101, Max Air 420. Who else we have here? It just came in. Metro Drones, Max Air. Sorry if I missed you guys.
We also have the one and only Andrew.
Such an ass. Actually, good morning, Paul.
Good morning, one and only Andrew.
Oh, stop it. I want to say to everybody south of the border this morning, I want to wish you all a happy 4th of July. It's I hope you have a great, safe one. That's what I want to say. I won't be on for too long, but we're probably not on tonight, so I wanted to take a chance to wish you
Hey,
all.
Andrew, how did you do tearing apart your wiring last night?
Oh, not good. I didn't bother with it.
Oh, okay.
I think I found the problem after Roger and I were talking for a few minutes. I think it is the cable, and it's on this connection that goes inside the mic on this end. So
Oh, okay.
I think that's the problem. So I'll try switching it out today.
Hey, look who else is
Hey,
here.
John,
Hello.
it's not
Mr. DiNardo.
it's not 4th of July without fireworks and John's beard. I've always said that. So now this is awesome.
Right? How's everybody today? Just getting my.
Very good, very good.
How are you, John? Good to see you.
I'm great now that I see all you guys. It's good.
Good to
Well,
been a
you,
while.
you almost missed Roger. He almost signed off.
I
Good.
almost signed up, yeah.
Come.
I'll stay on for another hour, no problem.
What's going on? Why are you signing off? What was up? You
He
tired?
he got bored with the three of us. Rick and Ron and I have been around on and off all morning, and now that we got fresh meat in the house.
Fresh meat?
Yeah.
Start picking on me, yeah.
Something to complement us potatoes, you know.
How is everybody today?
Not bad, not bad.
Got good weather up there, Roger?
Yeah, it's nice. The humidity broke last night, but it's starting to get hotter now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that humid today, thank God.
I'd like to wish everybody a happy 4th of July. It's in the chat and on the panel.
Just typing the people here.
Hey there, Night Train, Max Air, Drone Shots, Fanta Herman, I should say. Hope you're all doing well. Metro, hope you're doing great. And of course, sorry about that, Ron and Rick too on the panel here. Hope you guys are doing well.
Now that you're here,
Oh, you knock it off.
It's awful thick in here sometimes today.
yeah. It's all, we're already into the chest waders, and it's not even the level. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
so Andrew, are you you're taking the day off, and you and the gang going for a cruise, or
No, you're usually not on Saturdays,
okay?
but you never know. But yeah, no chance.
I thought today was ice cream day. I didn't know.
Such an ass. You're on a roll this morning, though. You're all hyped up. I can tell.
I try, Andrew. I try.
You excel.
Well, yes, I do have to buy from the XL store. Yes.
Oh God. Speaking of that, though, John, Mr. DiNardo, now that everything is loosening up in some place, are you able to buy your meat from that place again, or your sticks?
He is swamped.
From BJ's, I believe it's called.
Oh, that place.
Yeah. Are you getting your BJ's again? Is what we're asking.
Where I have not gone over.
I'm getting all Paul this morning. I'm going to be puppet master and baiting the hook and all that.
You are baiting the hook.
Now, John, isn't there a place you buy your meat with a really silly name?
That's one for Andrew right there.
Right there.
Really can't beat their meat, man.
Paul looked like Karate Kid, you know. He got the sensei, and I'm still at the wipe on, wipe off stage, but I'm learning.
Oh my God! Yeah, you're learning quick.
Ron says that John knows he can't beat their meat. You know.
That's right. Pete Smoked Meat, the smoked meat place here in Montreal. That's their slogan on the radio and everywhere. You can't beat Pete's Meat.
Can't beat.
You can't beat Pete's Meat. It's on all their shirts, their slogans, their radio slogans, everything. Yeah.
Nice. Uh-oh. Someone's beeping.
Yeah, 15% battery on my phone.
Ooh.
Oh.
Can't you plug your phone in while you're on it?
Yeah, I can, and I can actually plug it into this nice, convenient little DJI.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
I just got to get a cord. I'll be right back, gentlemen.
Okay. So, John, did you get on your boat at all?
Not yet. First day of vacay, but not really, because I'm down here draining all the compressors and blowing the air lines out, stuff that I would normally do at this time. Just
Okay.
I know no one's going to be around, so I'm shutting the whole shop down. Actually, shutting the compressors right off, open the valves, bleed out all the lines, get any water that's condensed in there out. And I just got done doing all that, so I figured I'd see what the boys in Canada and everybody on the YouTube is doing here.
Good to see you. It's been a while.
And you guys were on. I'm glad I came in when I did, because I probably wouldn't have found you if I had gone and done something else, you know, for 10 more
Well,
minutes. It sounded like
Roger's been sitting there all morning holding the channel open for your arrival and Andrew's arrival.
God almighty.
I do have boots on, but they're not that tall.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to a nice breakfast this morning. We ate berries and everything, and the little girl changed, my woman changed plans. So I said, yeah, well, have a good day. I'm going back to work then. So I came back down to work at 8 o'clock.
When you own a business, there's always something to be done.
Oh yeah, that's why I said, if we're not gonna go doing this, you know, mimosa, they were doing this thing at Miss Flo's Diner, it's called, in her town. And the bar next door, JJ's Bar and Grill, they're allowed to do mixed drinks, so they were doing this big extravaganza today with breakfasts
Okay.
and drinks, you know, Bloody Marys, mimosas, ice cream filled things, the whole 9 yards, and it was all outside under these tents. You know, they finally got permits to do that stuff outside, so it'd be a good time. And she decided, oh well, I don't really feel it. Okay, have a nice day. She's been leading me up all day, put it in the calendar, reminded me and everything, and I go over there and she's
It doesn't sound like women to change their mind. That's it.
right. So I said, guess what? I'm not going to sit here and do nothing. I'm out. She didn't like that. I laughed.
Well, you're supposed to be her beck and call boy.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Bring it back. I could bring my dog in.
And I was screwing around last night. I've been studying for this test, so I took the pre-test last night without, you know, going through all the new stuff that's out, the way they reword. I don't know if anyone's been keeping on top of the Part 107 testing, but
I got a year before I have to renew, so it's been a year since I've looked at it.
well, they're changing the way they do the questions. Now, they may be multiple choice, but they read like a paragraph where you've got to do some math and everything else to figure, and they'll give you latitude and longitude, but they don't give it to you in the correct format. So you have to do the multiplication by 6 to get the decimal points in minutes. So I found that to be interesting. Luckily, that part I get. The hardest part I was having was with these damn METARs and TAFs or whatever they're. What's the other one called?
No TAMs.
TAF, yep.
TAFs, no TAMs.
Yeah.
No dams and
No
TAF.
dams, those I got. So I took the test, I got an 80 on it, you know, screwing around. I blew right through it. That would have been a passing grade anyways, but I want to get like a 90 or something.
Yeah, I got an 85, and when it showed me the ones because they'll show you the answer
And you're like,
at the
what?
end of the test, I'm like, I didn't miss that.
Yeah.
I just wasn't paying attention. I
Yeah.
being stupid. I probably would have been a 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked a couple of them like,
Some of the ones I missed, it was all in the wording and I knew better too, you know. It was like,
When all said and done at the end, you either pass or you fail.
and Paul,
your score doesn't go on your card.
Oh,
Paul, I talked with the FAA yesterday,
yeah.
and there is an online test for anyone that has 107 already. You do not have to go to the airport or anything.
Yes.
You just
Yeah, they
take
just-
it online.
They changed that during COVID. Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
So now there's a link. You just go online. If you've already got a 107, take the multiple choice question test right online. No worries, no nothing.
They're still charging $150, right?
You know, I don't know that because it didn't say that. I went right
Yeah.
to the government's webpage. Jesus, I could actually share that, right?
I would bet you're right, Ron. The $150 fee stays.
I'm
still
sure,
think they're going to
but-
charge you.
Yeah.
see if I have that. Oh no, that's my weather aviation center. That's not it. I've got all sorts of crap on my desktop, as people know when they saw my desktop. I love shortcuts. That's not it.
Rick, which certification do you have? Do you have
Carpenter Rick?
Yeah, Carpenter Rick. Is it the basic or the advanced
For what?
for drones?
Your little-
Okay, there we go. I got my answer. Never mind. Oh, good.
He's flying the Mini, which is sub.
Right. There was.
That's-
I remember him saying that. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, that's why you don't see any of my other stuff on here ever.
Here it is. I'm going to share a little link, Roger.
Rick does that very well, Andrew. What other drone?
It's the only drone.
That is cute. I love those little things. So that right there is, and it explains everything right there on that one page, and then you can enroll in the course. So if I click enroll in the course, this page, oh yeah, and then you put in your whatever, password and everything.
Well, now that the little lady has set you free for the day, you can go out and fly the egg.
If I had one. But I did buy some eggs today because we did go grocery shopping and she was supposed to make me breakfast instead. So I kind of just said, yeah, it's 10 o'clock, I'm out. Breakfast is come and gone. It's lunchtime. But I do have a little small get together to go to tonight. We're going to go to a little 4th of July thing. There's only 8, there's really 10 people, but 8 people were invited because the 2 that own the house, safe distancing and all that. And then after that, I get to go to the airport and they're showing a movie tonight. My buddy that works for the FAA, they're actually showing Airplane, and it's all outside and they do it on one of the hangars. So that's always fun, and this will be the first one this summer. So I'll be doing that tonight, and I get to talk to the guy that's giving the tests up there. So I'm not going to go through the third-party website. I'm going to talk to them directly, and I can pay them and take the test. So they say. So that's what my plans are today.
Well, it sounds like you got the dance card planned out pretty good.
I do for the first day of AK, yep. And then next week, see what day I'm going to take the test. I will take it. Hopefully I can get in this week. I don't know how booked up they are or anything like that. I don't even, I'll know tonight, but. So
Well, don't forget, guys, I'm not on tonight. And,
What?
yeah, I'm not on tonight. I'm not going to be on Monday night and next Friday night neither. So taking a break.
Paul's doing it.
Well, if Paul wants to do it, he can do it.
Yeah.
Paul's on.
I nominate Paul.
I do. I did.
Like a-
Where we go, I can find out where he is. Oh, he.
Ron, you
Veto.
have a hammer you can smash so we can make this official.
Veto.
Vito.
On that screen, he's that way.
Yep, Paul's
Nope,
on 5
he's that
o'clock.
I don't know. Yeah, I got it.
Well, I think John,
So 5 o'clock, Paul, you're going on Monday night?
this
Yeah,
could be
yeah.
this could
That
be
sounds
John's debut on Saturday night.
So don't forget to tune in, folks. If you don't have Paul, we're going to put his link in the chat. I want you all to make sure you're there.
Paul,
This is gonna be fun.
Hey, Andrew, your mic's all garbled. We can't hear you.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Oh, see, we're learning from each other, Paul. This is scary.
This is great.
Oh my
Ron,
God.
you happy you came in now?
Yeah. Is it all you hope for, Ron?
Oh, yeah. Had fun for the last 2 days.
Well, I don't have as big a story as you guys. I only have the basic license here in Canada. So I went flying yesterday for a little bit. It was nice weather, so I took advantage of it. So there you go.
Yep.
If
Yep.
you- that's
It's tough to get that in the backyard too, isn't it?
That's because,
does anybody have extra props? I broke mine yesterday, so
yeah, Yeah, because here, when you go for your basic exam, for your basic license, they ask you questions like how to fly a helicopter.
Oh,
More
yeah.
questions about a helicopter than a drone, I think, per capita, I would say.
Well, you never know. You might get drafted at the last minute.
Exactly. That's why they don't tell you what they're really doing with the test.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Canadian version of the draft.
Yeah, that's right. They're suckering you in from the back door with a drone test.
Right in.
Yeah. Like I say, you know, and you guys know about that. I never studied. I don't know anything about it, and I passed the test the first try, but that's only because I can look up stuff quickly. So bad for anybody who actually, like, especially somebody 50, 60 and older that wants to take their drone test. The amount of studying you would have to do to pass that without going and looking things up is terrifying.
Is that old? 50 or 60?
Well, I'm just taking off the door. If anybody's not really fast at looking stuff up, it's gonna be you're 50, right, John?
You young whippersnappers, you.
Right? Them damn young whippersnappers.
Let me rephrase this. Okay.
I might have to slide over to Paul's
I
side.
forgot where I was for a second. I'm 26, actually, the only time on the internet that I'm a younger one. So let me try and fix this. So, no, but yes, and if you're not good at looking up stuff, you would have to study for months, in my opinion, to pass.
Yeah, if I didn't know a little bit about everything there, I wouldn't have passed with an 80 because I studied a little, but I skipped around and studied. And some of the questions I missed were trick questions.
Mhm.
And some of them I'm like, you know, I knew that frickin' answer, but son of a gun. Like, how does high density air affect propellers? It's like, okay, low density or high density, what was that? Is it one way or the other? And I just click. Of course, I did 60 questions in 30 minutes, so I rushed through it on purpose just to see what I would miss.
Right.
And then what I'm doing is I'm going off that test and I'm studying everything that I missed.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And some of the stuff is just wording, like, you know, some of the ones about, now the pilot in command one, in the United States test, you have to do this pilot in command thing. Anytime they list pilot in command, that is the answer, no matter what the question is. Who's responsible for this? And they, you know, the president, this, that, and pilot in command. Yeah, that's the answer. You
Right.
are
Well,
always.
they call it the pick, but I always called it the prick, you know. But,
You do that every time I'm drinking. Oh.
who's in charge? The prick.
Oh, lordy. I knew I wanted to come out here. Jack.
Oh my God, Paul. You never cease to amaze.
That was one of the questions on the test too, is not prick, but how often do you have to renew your license, you know? So that's and they go in months, so 24 months, so every 2 years. There's all sorts of interesting things, but the ones that they have these, if anyone belongs to the Remote Pilot 101, if you go in there, now he's got 3 crash courses from people sending him the questions that they actually had on the test. And some of them he just didn't believe until he got like 50 people coming in and saying, yes, this is on the test. This question is actually on the test. And it makes no sense to why it would be on the test, but it's on the test. And then there's one about alcohol. How long does it take
8 hours.
one drink to get out of your system? It's actually 3.
1 drink out of your system in 3? Well, it's 8 hours since your last drink that you could fly.
Right. That's,
Yeah, well,
and he said,
we won't talk about that one, but you know.
Right. So
I fly from the winery property, so we won't talk.
perfect. Straw in there. But yeah, that one's a trick question because everyone says, oh, well, it's 8 hours. And that's exactly what he said. Everyone's saying 8 hours. It's 3. But because they're not asking you how long it was supposed to be before you can legally fly, it's how long does it take the human body to get rid of the alcohol or to process the alcohol. It's 3 hours on one drink, but you still can't fly.
Right.
I called Roger
Exactly.
during the test on that question. He told me the answer was giver.
Oh, Lord.
Boy. So does anyone have any plans for the nice weekend? Are you guys all having nice weather out there? Paul's on mute. I see him talking. He's on
Yeah.
mute. Anyone
They
got
should be starting to set in here.
It's gonna be a
Yeah,
hot
I am.
day.
I'm going out on the boat today.
Nice.
No fireworks or anything to watch, but I think we're going out on the boat. Probably
Okay.
take the Mavic Air 2 out there.
Nice.
I'm gonna pretend I'm John Donardo for the afternoon and change the exhaust gasket on my Dakota.
Which one? Not the manifold gasket.
Yeah, the one between the head and the manifold, because it's got that little square port on the back, and it's actually leaking. It's not leaking from where the cylinders go. It's that
Yeah.
ERG,
Tick,
whatever.
tick, 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 tick noise.
Yeah, yeah.
Passenger side or driver's side?
Driver's side.
Oh. So
'Cause
is that the V8 one?
No, it's the 6-cylinder.
Yeah, you still got that steering shaft in the way there. Hopefully.
Steering shaft's in the way, but it's got that extra port on the back, right? And
Yeah.
that's what's leaking. Yeah, stupid thing.
Dang,
But
no,
it
Matt, you're in
It failed the
Arizona.
safety because of that.
Yeah.
Last time I talked to you, you were in Florida. Now you're in Arizona.
Who's in Arizona? What's going on? Did I miss something?
God, no, Matt, I'm broken.
Oh yeah, he's in Arizona.
Man, you're getting all over the place. Holy
Go
crap.
visit all the guys in Arizona now. He's got Hadley's Famous out there. Oh, Sam Hayden, he's not out there right now. He's in a different city, right? Or is Sam back in Arizona? He's
I
from
think he's
Arizona.
back in Arizona.
Yeah, he's in
Last
Arizona.
night, not yeah.
That's what I'd be doing. Frick, driving all over those guys. Hey, let me in.
Roger, have you seen the forecast for this week?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
For anybody?
We're gonna get, yeah.
Thursday is it's going to be fun. There you go in for our friends south of the border. So it's going to be 100 and it feels like 109 on Friday.
Put that link in the private chat or on the chat there. The weather I get off MSN there is not correct at all.
All I ever do is just go to Google and type in Montreal weather and then get the weather network. Here, I'll put it in for you. There you go. So anybody that says, "Oh, it's always freezing cold in Canada," I beg to differ.
Yeah.
I got proof that it's not.
Right?
I mean, Miami, it's equivalent to Miami weather. Same thing. It's hot. It's the humidity here that's so hard. That's hit so harshly, and the humidity is not that bad compared to what it usually can be. So we get also like the 80-85% humidity for long stretches.
That's what happens here. Sucks.
Mm-hmm. Most of the Eastern Seaboard, exactly, the whole way up. Well,
I saw Herman in there, but I haven't seen him type in there again. How's he doing with his ankle or foot? He's all messed up.
oh,
Yeah, he had surgery. Then 2 days later, they had to do it again, open it up, and change the surgical and everything else. And
so one run.
so he's probably going to be on a slow boat to rehab, but that's good. He's in the right direction.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, today would be a good fishing day.
I still can't get over the restrictions in Massachusetts you have to
Oh
deal
my lord!
with. That blows my mind.
Once I get the 107 stuff, though,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
won't care. And then I had copied and pasted it in a couple months ago about the next town over, Holyoke, Massachusetts, is a no-fly zone for drones, according to the city. City is no-fly, but the news crews and everything seem to fly over there every now and then. So with Part 107, you can get a waiver or whatever and fly, I guess, but they do not want you to fly anywhere in Massachusetts now unless you're on an AMA field and you belong to the AMA. Or you're a Part 107 holder, and then you can basically fly, wherever you're legally able to fly.
Have you ever been stopped by anybody who, or
Personally haven't, but I've seen people get their drones taken off the river and everything.
Wow.
oh, you ain't taking my drone. Hey, you'll rip that from my cold dead hand.
When you got a guy in a ship that pulls up next to you and they got M16s and everything, and they just walk right onto your ship and they push you aside and they grab your stuff and.
Over a drone?
Yep.
These ain't just hoity-toity tree huggers. These are armed dudes coming for you. Holy crap, man.
I'll take pictures of them the next time.
Oh, this blows me away.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah, well.
Well, don't you think, John, that the day of reckoning, I'm hoping, comes when the FAA, for once and for all, says, hey, we control the airspace.
Right.
Well, they do control the airspace, but they're giving more power to the cities and towns on drone laws.
Well, but see,
So-
that's the gray area, John, because
Well, it's great, but once they
they've
just
given
sort it out in court, that's the thing. It's just like
they've given control of where you can take off, not on city property or that kind of thing.
right. So
But once you're in the air,
yeah,
it's like they're expanding that they think they have the authority because they've given them the right to say you can't land at a park, take off from a park or that kind of stuff, or city property or whatever. But they now think, well, that means that we can control airspace all over our city.
Yeah, you're giving them too much power.
well, your buddy there that was just on those guys, right? Look what happened to him. You
Yep.
think that would have been,
Yep.
you know,
Well, in his case, it's got to be total ignorance, but because they had a guy on there come on an interview when he was talking about the experts they brought in said that you can't see, and he's flying an Inspire 1. You can't see an Inspire 1 past 800 feet. It's like,
Crazy.
give me a break, Not
Maybe
maybe.
see that thing at 1,800 feet.
Yeah.
oh yeah. And if you got a light on it, that's all you need to see is the flashing
Yep.
light.
Yep. Flashing lights for 3 miles. Yep.
But, and that's the way that the law enforcement thinks around, certain ones think around here is, we'll just sort it out in court. Here you go. We're arresting you. Here's your fine and everything. We'll sort it out in court. And then
Now you
get
got
into the
attorney
liberal
fees
courts.
and-
You get into the liberal courts around here, they just side with you and say, yeah, sorry, we're just going to take all that away. Oh yeah, by the way, you can't fly anymore for 2 years.
Hey, everybody in the chat, in the live stream, I'm gonna have to get going, so I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody. And don't forget, I'm not on tonight, so have a good one, and have a good celebration, everybody up in the States. Y'all be safe now.
Y'all come back now, here.
Bye,
Hi, everybody.
everybody. Bye, everybody in the stream.